No, you don't have to repeat that. Welcome out to the Labor Day live stream at Kojak's Poker Club. We're coming to you live this Monday night. We've got action, 1-3 action, 2 to 500 max buy-in, 2 to 500 buy-in. We've got an action-packed table for you tonight. As always at Kojak's, sitting in seat number 1. I'm trying to find it. We've got Mr. Matt. Seat number 2 is Brett. Seat number 3 is Andy. Seat number 4 is Tim. Seat number 5 is going to be Basil, but he's running a little bit behind. Seat number 6 is Lewis. 7 is Robert. 8 is Javon. And 9 is Brian Duplantis. Got a wide range of starting stacks, anywhere from $223 to $500. $500 is going to be the max buy-in tonight at Kojak's. Instead of Saturday Night Live, we are on Monday night action at Kojak's. Cards are coming out. Cards are in play. Tomorrow our point series continues. Tuesday afternoon, we've got the $200 bounty tournament. Bounty chips, no limit hold'em. The bounty chips are worth $50 each. Three-way action going to the flop in hand number 1. Matt's got my favorite hand, 5-3. Brett's got Clyde's hand, 7-4. We'll call that the Clyde from here on out. And King 10. Flop comes out. Ace of clubs, Jack of diamonds, 4 of clubs. We've got a $20 bet. $20 from, it looks like Mr. Lewis with King 10. 5-3 is going to make the call, searching for that deuce. The 4 is in the lead, though. The Clyde is in the lead. 7-4 is in the lead and makes the call. We've got three-way action. $105 going to the turn. The turn's going to be a king of spades. We've got a bet from the King 10 continuation, $30. That forces the 5-3 to fold. The 7-4 is no longer in the lead, so he lets go also. So with King 10, Lewis picks up the first pot of the night. Hand number 1, $130. $130 heading over. You see Mr. Duplantis sitting right there, shaking hands with Mr. Javon. Lots of fun people in this room. Good action. I mean, I can't say enough about the players we have out here. They're great people all around. GG, TK, good people to know. So, VPIP, we've got 3 players voluntarily at 100%. Pre-flop raises, Lewis is the only one. He's at 100%. Of course, we've only played one hand, so we'll see how the action goes. As you can see right there, we have Miss Amanda. Welcome back, Potter. Figure out where we're going tonight for dinner. We've got our list up for 5 on the button. Hold 'em. If you're not familiar with Kojak's Poker Club and you've seen this stream, check us out. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, royalty's just sitting down. Welcome to the table, Mr. Basil. All right, hand number 1 saw $104 in the pot. We're on hand number 2, and we've got 2 monsters. And why is that in there? So Queen 4 suited, pocket 10s, and Ace King. So Ace King's in the lead, sitting a little over 3-4 to win the pot. Nope, that'd be 2-3 to win the pot, but we got our math right. But the pocket tens is the one pushing the aggression. Everybody's got a piece of the flop. Backdoor straight draw for Robert. Matt's got top pair, top kicker. And now Tim is in the lead. Joining me in the booth now is Mr. Joshua Dent. Welcome to his new little baby girl,
Lily.
Lily. Okay, I'm amazing with adult names, but terrible with little kids' names.
Little baby Lily, she got here about 3-ish weeks ago. Going on a month, she's been nice.
So here we go. Heads up. Ace King versus Queen 4.
And Queen 4 is so disguised in this spot too.
How about now?
Well, that actually might save Ace King a little bit of money.
Oh my goodness.
Board pairs, if you thought they were floating with just second pair on the flop.
So Matt leads out with a top pair, top kicker with $15. Mr. Tim's going to raise it up to $65. Very well hidden. I don't think Matt can fold, and he's not going to do it. And so he does make the call. He's not going to like to see this. And Tim slaps down the Queen 4 like he knew he was selling the boat that wins.
I saw another player win a nasty hand with Queen 4 not too long ago. They raised under the gun with Queen 4. Normally don't play hands like that. Pocket aces try to trap. Queen 4 on the flop. They get it all in. It was about a $5,000 pot.
Ooh.
Nice disguised little Queen 4. He just got here.
Yeah, so Basil's at the table now. The one and only Superman. See if he can avoid the kryptonite he ran into last week. He had the royal flush draw. Flop. He has ace jack of spades. Flop comes king of spades, 10 of spades, king of diamonds. Nancy's holding king 4.
Oh, that's ace jack off too. I thought
Here it is again.
I thought it was gonna be a little bit of justice for last week whenever you said that, and he gets ace jack. But this one's offsuit, but he is holding the ace of spades.
Yes. And Dylan was holding pocket queens.
Oh.
It was a huge pot. Nancy pushed all in for like 400. Basil. That's the only time you see Basil all in is when he's got that type of draw.
Speaking of hands, so Brian's going to be playing Basil's hand against him. Brett has pocket queens. He's raising here. Brett likes to push action whenever he gets big pocket pairs. Sure enough, he's going to 3-bet to 65. Nice little 1-3 game, right? 1-3, 15, 65.
His image, Brett's image, is going to work so well on here because he's going to get a call. He's going to get a call from Basil.
Brian's going to get priced in. Brian's calling, guaranteed. He's from Louisiana.
Matt's going to call. He just took a loss on that last pot of $108.
Yeah, and 8-9, I mean, he is connected. I would have liked.
He's only got 52 left. He may be all. He may say all in.
It's going to be all in to call. He's calling. You think?
I don't see how you can fold here. You got $52 sitting in your stack. That would be all in for a chance to win 52 times 4, $108.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty much.
So.
What kind of flop would you want to see on this?
Oh man,
What do you think would generate a lot of action? King, queen,
9-10 jack
9-10 jack.
gives the queens the open ended.
Gives queens open ended. 10 jack. Brian would have 2 pair, and then top pair for Basil.
Matt's got open ended, and Basil's got top pair, top kicker. That would be
10 jack would be pretty.
We're evil for rooting for that stuff.
No, we just like action. I mean, not that there's a lack of it here at Kojaks. You know, you definitely see that. Ooh.
Basil's not going anywhere.
So Basil's not going to be going anywhere.
Matt flops open ended. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh my.
So this is about as good as a flop as you can wish for. It scares the tar out of the queens.
No, Brett continues. See, so Brett not only continues, but he's gonna make it pricey for everyone else. So I mean,
Basil should fold.
I bet Basil does fold. Brett bets 105 on the flop. Pre-flop aggressor, he does believe in continuation after the flop.
And Basil's looking for a queen. 2 of them are gone, at minimum.
Basil goes ahead and gets out of the way. Brian calls. Brian flops a pair. It's hard to flop a pair in this game.
Basil's hating his fold now. He'd be in the lead. Brett's searching for that.
Oh, that is pretty gross. I mean, was it?
Basil would have hit Broadway.
Brian does hit Broadway. And I guarantee you what's going to happen here is they get rewarded for bad play. That's one of Brett's favorite speeches. That's what he's saying right here.
That's what he just said. I could hear it through the microphone.
He said, you just give them whatever they need. Every time you just give them whatever they need. That's one of the things that I hear often. I love Brett. Brett's a very good guy.
Brett's so much fun at the table.
But just not even lip reading. I can tell you word for word what he's saying right here. And it's also the worst card for Brett too because he makes a set on the river. But the flush gets there, any jack beats him. He folds. He doesn't want to fold. Doesn't like to fold, but it's going to be a good fold.
So here we go. 777. Brian's at the jackpot number. So here we go. I think we are on hand number 4. Hand number 4. We've already got one person up $302, one person up $70, one person up $181. Welcome to Kojak's Poker Club on a 1-3 Labor Day night. Ace Queen just calling.
We've had a lot of people trapping. I had someone yesterday get pocket aces followed by pocket queens, but no action on that one because they were trying to trap too hard. The pot with pocket aces didn't get above 35. The pot with pocket queens didn't get above 10.
Jack 8 is looking good. However, nobody's got a pair.
Yeah, Jack 8. Yeah.
Okay.
He flops bottom pair and an open-ended.
Ace Deuce has to go runner to win this. Deuce Ace.
A jack would give Javon the better, would give Tim 2 pair, would give Javon the queen high straight.
And he bets it like he already has the jack on the board. Bet a 20, snap call a 20. We're already looking at $55 in the pot. 1-3 is high action here. Nobody folded a 7, but a 6 comes out.
Now we have the backdoor flush draw with Javon, so he's got the gut shot to the queen high as well as the nut flush draw.
And he's only setting 38% to win. He's got 12 outs, 38%. That's crazy. 7, 8, 9, 10, jack. The jack holds up. The best hand on the flop holds up on the river. Not often you see that. And Tim leads out with 40. Javon can't do anything here because he can't call. Oh, see, they make us a liar every time. A raise here would be sick. He just calls just to see what he has. Oh, because the straight's on the board.
Oh,
I didn't even see that. Straight is on
yes.
the board. I was trying to figure out what that call was signifying, but he says, just in case you're playing the board too.
Which at least he recognized the straight on the board. I dealt a hand the other day. It was about a $3,500 pot, almost $4,000. Pocket kings versus pocket queens pre-flop. And the board was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the individual looks at pocket kings and says, nice hand, and folds his hand. So Javon right here recognized the straight on the board, was trying to see if he was just trying to buy the pot. Unfortunately, Tim did have the jack for the jack high straight.
So up at Kojak's tonight, we're just about to kick off with a 5 on the button table. And we do have a long list for this 1-3, so look for this to be going through the night. All right, so action's called all the way around. I bet Matt calls with Queen 7. Oh, no, he's got Jack 3, and he does call with Jack 3. There is going to be action here. And Brett raises it up to $30. And with a raise to $30, it goes call, call.
You think everyone gets priced in here? Oh, Robert got out with his suited connectors. Nope, backs it up. He does call.
Javon's calling with pocket sixes. He's going to do a little...
Would you like
he's not going to call.
Squeeze. I was going to say, would you have liked to see a squeeze here? And that's what he does.
You were saying that just as he did that. Javon is all in for $92. That's going to get Duplantis' Queen 7 out. And just the only cards that aren't overs on that are the Jack 3 and Ace 3.
I think Basil's coming along with his Queen 10 suited. Brett's coming along. There's actually quite a few hands that might come along with this.
If Brett calls, that's gonna give Andy ample opportunity to call. Andy's sitting with a little bit of a deeper stack. He's got 386, so that's 1/3 of his stack. It's gonna be less than that of Tim's stack. And Andy's digging his cards out. Tim may call. Brett's not going to want Tim to call, but Tim may call.
Nope, Tim folds as well.
Basil's suited also. He does make the...
Ooh.
Oh, is he going to do it?
Typically when you see Basil reaching for chips like this, he's either calling or raising. I see him making this call with Queen 10 suited.
Yes.
Offsuit, he probably gets away from it. He does make the call.
Basil makes the call. Now we're back over on Mr. Worsham. And he knows he's got a call here. Odds are just right for him.
He does like playing his odds, but he also likes playing those suited connectors as well.
It's $85 for $529.
And he's sitting in second to take this. So Javon's got the 29% right now. Robert, with the 8-9 suited connectors, has 26%.
Robert's sitting there because 2 queens are out.
Mm-hmm.
And a Jack 3 was folded.
And of course, we had that Ricky infamous all-in moment.
Flop comes out 10-9-5. Robert flops the diamond flush draw. Brian would have flopped the queen high flush draw.
But there was also a lot of diamonds folded pre.
Yeah, Brian had 2 diamonds.
Brian had
Queen there's
7
another queen
diamonds.
gone also.
Mm-hmm. But Robert does take the lead as far as equity. He has got about 44% chance of winning this now.
We've got another all-in moment. I think Basil just pushed all in for his remaining 237.
Brett has an open-ended. I think it's going to really depend on what Robert does here in this spot.
If Robert calls, I don't think Brett does.
So Basil does move all in for 230. Robert is grabbing all of his chips. Just trying to see what that would look like. He does make the call. This would put Brett all in to call. Brett calls as well. So we have 3 all-ins. On a 1-3 game, we have almost a $1,000 pot. 1-3, 1,000 on the flop.
Brent just said, I'm never folding here. So Basil's in the lead with a pair right now. If it was to go blank, Basil wins. Robert's got the better drawing outs.
So this is what's going to happen. It's going to go king
Watch
on
it.
the turn, diamond on the river.
6 of diamonds on the turn.
Oh, that would make things spicy.
And the players are actually showing their cards.
I just think that if Brett gets there on the turn and then gets stuck out on the river, we're going to see that speech again.
Yes.
We're going to see it within 2 times within 10 minutes. But just in case you go back and watch this, Brett.
Everybody's laughing. Everybody having a good time. $1.2 thousand on a 1-3 game in the pot. Queen on the turn. Basil's in the lead. And deuce on the river. Basil with his shove. Superman avoids the kryptonite of the diamonds. And Basil wins $1.2 thousand. Look at Brian's face. That's so sick, dog. He just said that. Oh man. Welcome to 1-3 neighborhood.
That was case queen too on the turn, wasn't it? Because Brian folded a queen. So that's the queen of, or the queen of spades there is the case queen.
I'm going to walk out and fill that seat. That's fine.
Oh, I thought it's muted right now?
No, it's not muted.
Okay.
I'm just going to walk out and fill that seat real quick.
Did you... Okay, then you're coming right back in.
Yeah.
Well, I hope everyone, if you had the long weekend, hope you enjoyed your long weekend. So Brian's going to look down at pocket tens. He is definitely going to be raising here. Looks like he's reaching for $35. So 1-3 open for 35, just a nice little standard 10x raise. Matt looks down at 8-4 suited, contemplating his call.
Don't forget about us back here, please. It's not. No, it's not.
So Ricky letting Matt know that it is 35 to play. Matt goes along. Brett looks down at pocket fives. He's coming along as well, so he calls for the $35. It was 1-3 open for 35 with pocket tens, and then gets called by both. Nice little standard 1-3 game where we instantly open for a 10x raise and get probably 4 or 5 callers. Tim with the ace king.
It was a legitimate 10x raise.
3 bets to 100, so 1-3 35 100.
Oh my gosh.
Brian, what do you think Brian does? Raise?
Brian re-raises.
I think he flats here.
It's on Matt right now.
Yeah, so Brian just calls. Brian called the 65.
Brett could do it. He's completely capable of it.
Oh, Brett has that gear, but he probably doesn't. He's got a little bit of. He's been running a little bit bad on this table so far, so he's probably just gonna make the call here.
He throws his hands up and says, "This is crazy." Tim leans back and is like, "What did I just do?"
I guarantee you though that if it was Basil that was right here contemplating the call in Brett's spot, he just goes, "Man, poker's so sick. It's just so sick." Playing a 1-3 and then this is the action that you.
Basil can't do anything. He's still stacking $1.2 thousand. Does Brett raise it? Is that a black chip?
No, it looks like it was just a call.
Okay.
Yep. Brett just calls.
Welcome to Kojak's. 4 players, $404 in the pot. Flop comes out 7-3 deuce. That's not a bad flop for Matt. He's got backdoor outs. Not a bad flop for Brett. Beautiful flop for Brian.
I think that 2 clubs on the board is going to slow most of everyone down. Cause
Brian's going to check raise.
I don't think so. I think he's just going to play it out and see what happens. Because I mean, the 3-bet to 100 and the continuation for 130. I mean, that looks like a strong pocket pair. He's probably calling to see one more, but I don't know if he re-raises here.
Nope, he's just calling. Where else can you get 1-3 action? 1-3 35 100 continuation bet of 135 and a snap call.
So heads up to the turn. And of course comes the king of diamonds.
That he hits his Yahtzee card. Hits his Yahtzee. Oh my gosh.
It goes check, check. Well, so at this point, I don't think he gets much more value out of Brian, though. He could check back the king. That's a nice little trap. But then... No. It goes bet of 100, and Brian calls it off. And then shakes his head. Doesn't believe it. Doesn't want to give his cards up yet.
Amanda goes, everybody's hungry, but they won't tell me what they want for dinner. And I said, that's when you just walk up and say, we're going here. And she goes, well, what if they don't like it? And I said, they should have told you where they want to go. She said, I'm going to Chick-fil-A.
I was about to say Cane's. Chick-fil-A works.
Oh, Mr. Brian's adding on. Looks like 200.
So Brian is going to add on 300 in this.
Matt's going to be folding. Oh, he checks, but he has no money out there. 8-3 with a... Okay, there's the fold. Raise to 15?
So Brett's getting decent hands. There's none of them are holding up.
Basil's going to be calling. He's got a chip. Oh, and here's the... What? He just called?
He likes trapping.
Woo! And he's the only one with a jack.
If it comes a 9 high board or probably 10 high board. 10 high board, he loses minimum value.
And you know, Robert is an actual very good player. He can lay this down to Lewis's bet right here. Look at that snap fold. He knows when he's beat. And that's how you stay out of trouble with jacks. You know that? That's how you stay out of trouble.
But you almost wonder though, if he raises when it gets to him though, he could get that king out.
He could.
Brian with the 7 deuce makes the call. Probably the scariest board for jacks though for Robert. I mean, it's the flush gets there. There's 2 overs. It was raised pre.
Bet fold just like that, and he shows the king. He lets Robert know he made the right move, and that's a dangerous thing, letting Robert know he's playing good.
You never want to give Robert free information.
No.
So that's the thing.
Because he's a good enough player to take advantage of it.
He's very analytical. So he talks a lot, but he's very analytical, and he'll work through that. And with more players in the hand, of course, he keeps it professional. But whenever it's heads up, he can work through quite a variety of hands. So when you give him free information like that and let him know that he makes good folds, tends to not work out in the long run.
Okay.
So Basil with his pocket 3s. Robert calls with 10-8 offsuit. Brian.
I like that raise to
So
23.
So here's Brett again. Once again, gets another premium.
raises it up to 23 and gets 3 callers. Flop comes out Queen of Hearts, 10 of Diamonds, 7 of Diamonds. And Ace King is no longer in the lead. Almost everybody gets a piece of that except for the threes. Continuation bet, $55. Here comes Mr. Javon back. Welcome out again to Kojaks live on a Labor Day night with a 1-3 game. 1-3. Queen 8 versus Ace King, and Ace King regains the lead.
So Brett continued on the flop. I think there's a chance that he may check this.
That would be a great check right here. Very well hidden check of an ace.
Unless he's just trying to protect because he's been getting drawn out on. So he actually ends up just betting the 105.
Bets 1/3 pot. And Brian says, my queen's beat, you win. So Brett finally pulls in a hand. All the monsters he's been getting, he finally pulls in one.
We have a dealer change coming in. Monica is going to be joining the dealing box. I have to get going. I have to go run the tablet now.
All right. Well,
So-
appreciate you. We'll see you in a little while after you run the tablet. I'm sure you'll do it down and then maybe come back and grace us with your presence. So, new dealer, new turn of the cards for the players. Josh is heading out to the tablet. Thanks a lot, Josh.
Yes, sir.
And here we go. Here we go. Javon buys back in for $200, and he's all in on his first hand. That's how the 1-3 table goes out here at Kojaks. So I think he's going to pull down the pot, and he does pull. Well, action's on Robert now. Robert's got to know his ace-6 suited is far behind, and he does let it go. So we are now live on Facebook, live on YouTube, and live on Twitch. Choose your poison. You can watch us on any of those. And just like that, look at our chip stacks. 2 players up over $1,000 on a 500 max buy-in game. And here we go. Action's moving around. Andy looks down at ace 10. Continues around. Tim's got 10-4. He calls the 2. Action's now on Basil. He checks with the 8-6 offsuit. So we've got 4-way action going to the flop. Flop's going to come out. 7, deuce, queen. Nobody picks up any of it. Ace high is in the lead. And I think it's going to check around, which it does. Turn card comes an 8. That pairs up on Basil. He does lead out with, it looks like maybe $15, $10. And that should be enough to scoop everything in. There's no real draws out there. Ace high doesn't have much equity in it, so it does end just like that. Welcome to the table, new player, Mr. Chris. I think he's going to be sitting in seat numero uno. Action's going to be first on Robert. He looks down at a big O ace queen, and he just makes the call. Javon makes the fold. Duplantis is next to act. He makes the call. King 5 suited. Chris looks down at King 7 suited. He's going to be making this call. Maybe a little raise. Nope, just a call. Action's on Brett. Pocket 7s. He is going to, however, be raising it up. And he raises it up to $18. Andy looks down at Jack 7 suited. Everybody's got playable cards tonight. Everybody's got playable cards. So we've got, what is it, 6-way action going to the flop, 1-3 game. We've got $112 in the pot, $112. Flop comes out 5, deuce 5. Brian hits Yahtzee, and he's going to play it like he's got it. He's grabbing chips, looks like $35, 45, sorry. $45 bet from Brian. That's going to be enough to scoop it in. Brett may make this call. Oh, he's grabbing raisin chips. Terrible time for raisin chips here. Brett's going to raise it up to $150. Now, smart play from Brian right here would be just a call, but he doesn't. He says all in. So it went all in call just like that. So this is the Kojak's all in moment right here. $1.1 thousand in the pot. Craziness continues out here. Brett's looking for a 7 and a 7 only on the river. He does not get there. A 4 of diamonds is going to end his run. And he throws those cards down. Oh, that's got to be frustrating. King 5 beats 7s every once in a while. So he will be reloading. And Mr. Duplantis has a mountain of chips in front of him now. The infamous Chip's call from seat 2. And he'll be refilling, reloading. And Mr. Duplantis is all smiles after that. What's up, Mr. Lopez?
Hello, hello.
Dude, we've already got 3 players over $1,000.
Yeah, this game's been ridiculous. Basil's sitting really pretty.
Yeah, Basil's sitting. Brian's sitting at 1092. Basil's sitting at 1134. He's not even in the lead. Tim's in the lead at 1224.
Wow. Yeah, he did win that big juicy one. A couple of them off of one off Brian. Yeah.
So we've got 4 players that are up tonight. Joining me in the booth is Mr. Lopez. Chad Bell's watching out from wherever he's traveling to this week.
Who knows where he could be, but wherever he's at, thanks for watching, Chad.
We miss you, Chad.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
I waved at you like you can see me, just so you know I am waving right now.
But yeah, we've got this shows you just how action-packed Kojaks can get. Doesn't matter whether it's a 1-3, 5 on the button. Don't matter. It's a good game down here.
Brian Duplantis just scooped a whole big old pot with King 5.
Ooh.
Flop comes 5 deuce 5.
That'll do it.
I like Tim's hand.
Yeah, Tim's hand plays nice.
Take that back.
Yeah, all 5s nearly are gone.
Rooting for Robert.
Chris has pocket 4s.
Rooting for Robert. My hand is out there. 5-3 is out there. Flop. Where does that 5 come from?
Wow!
Where does that 5 come from?
Wow!
Nobody has a queen. Nobody has diamonds.
3 players have 5s though. That's ridiculous.
3 of them are holding the 5s. What's up, Mr. Joe?
How you doing, sir?
Evening, everybody.
We got 3.
The case 5 hit the board. Bet at $10, and I guarantee you all 3 of those 5s are going to call.
One of them actually folded.
Oh,
I think the
no.
best one, the 6-5.
6-5 folded. I'm rooting for the 5-3. I'm sorry.
You got to. We'll see if Rob can outplay Brian, but I think they're just gonna be.
Oh, he does it.
Wow, the 5 as Charlie predicted, his hand is gonna take.
He leads out
it
with 40,
down.
and as always, 5-3 is a championship Kojak's hand. That will get your picture on the wall. May not be the wall of champions, but it'll get your picture on the wanted wall.
It might have a couple darts thrown into it. But
I love it.
It'll be up there for sure.
5-3 trumps aces at Kojak. So quick update of the chip count of a $500 max buy-in 1-3 game. Tim's leading it with 1.2. Basil's in second, 1.1. Right behind Brian, 1.1. Man, we've already seen some craziness. You just wake up? Good morning.
Yeah.
Joe just walks in, looks a little sleepy.
8 o'clock is a good morning.
Yeah, 8 o'clock. What time did you guys leave last night?
Ooh, about 4:30, 5
About
o'clock.
4:30? Oh, that's good. That's a good one. Brett has been getting massive cards, but he's been getting slaughtered.
Yeah, as always, whenever Brett's at the table, the dealer gives everything the other players need, nothing that he does.
Robert makes a call with the Dolly Parton of diamonds. Basil's sitting there. Look at that mountain of chips in front of Basil. 10-8 deuce.
10 deuce flopping 2 pair.
And he just throws a quarter out there. I like it. Just a quarter. $12 pot, let's double it.
Easy. Gets a caller.
Oh.
He's got a pair and some backdoor straight action. Oh, turning the boat. We'll see if... Oh, wow, he slow plays it. See if Jack 8 can improve.
Oh, he's saying,
doesn't,
please have
though.
the ace. Please have the ace. We know he doesn't, but he's saying, please have the ace.
Throws out what looks like $50.
75.
I'm doubting it.
That
He's
might
gonna
be enough
call.
for Andy to call.
You think so? Looks like a bit of a bluff. It's a nice line. It's hard to have the 10 there.
Yeah, it's hard to. And he does make the fold.
Is he gonna show the players? Nah, keep that one to
Yeah,
yourself.
he says, I keep that one to myself.
Well done. Well, I just want to make sure everything's running smooth.
Yeah.
Good luck, Mr. Charlie. Thank you much for coming out and commentating.
Always, always, always. Later, Joe.
See ya.
And action. action continues. Kojak's live on a Monday night of all nights. Monday night. We are on hand number 15. As that dictates up at the top. First action is going to be on Mr. Chris in seat number 1 under the gun. Looks down at Queen 6. He's going to let it go. Brett's going to make the fold. Action's over on Tim. He calls with deuces. Basil calls with the K9. Lewis calls with the suited Jack 6. Robert calls with the Ace 7 off. Javon raises it to 50 with Ace Queen. I can see the deuces calling right here. I could see Tim making the call. Oh, no, he does not. So it looks like that's going to be the end of the hand. I don't see anyone with the ability to make that call. So with a $50 raise, Javon pulls in a bonus $15. Yes, Charlie is having a ball. So, players, we will be getting a visit from Brett in the booth in just a few moments. He can see how this end of the world looks. After Brett's big blind, will you send him back here? Or, sorry, after his button, sorry. Basil's got the 5-3, and he makes the call. We're rooting for Basil on this one. Robert looks down at King, Queen, raises it up to 15. Javon's going to make the call. Brian's going to make the call. King 3 suited. Chris might make the call. Welcome out to Kojak's. 1-3, raise to 15, get 5 callers. Basil's going to make the call. Atta baby, I'm rooting for Basil. Rooting for Basil. Players look down. We've got a random assortment of hands out on this one. No 4, no deuce, no 6. And that's what comes. Flop comes out. 6, 7, deuce. 5-3's looking beautiful right now. Whoo! Robert's going to lead out with King, Queen. I'd love to see Basil pill one off here. He is up quite a bit. And a bet of $35 by Robert's going to get a fold all the way around. Come on, Basil. Make a call one time for Charlie. Oh, Chris has got a gut shot. Come on, Basil. Pill one off. Are you feeling it? He's looking for a 4 for the 7 high straight. Oh, he knows it's my hand. Look at that. He's going to make the call. We'll go ahead and give him the hand for that. Come on, rooting for a 4. 5-3 is a winner. Winner chicken dinner. Turn card to Jack. I would love to see Basil lead out with, say, $70, and this would be a winner for him. And he does check. It's going to check all the way around. River card comes out. A 10. It checks around. Chris is going to make a bet. He's going to pull it in. I do believe Basil could have won that pot had he fired out 70 on the turn. But that's okay. 5-3 will live to fight another day. So, button moves around, cards fly around in a different orbit, and Andy's going to look down at King 6. He's going to make that fold. Excuse me, had to sneeze. Flop comes out. Ace of spades, 8 of spades, 4 of diamonds. Basil's going to flop top and bottom pair right there. However, Brian and Chris both have the flush draws. Chris holds the nut flush. Brian does not know that. Raised to $25, and both Brian and Chris are going to tag along. So we've got three-way action. $93 sitting in the pot. Turn cards and ace. Beautiful card for Basil. Check it. Let them catch up. And he's not going to let them catch up. He's going to bet again. And that's a smart bet. $20 into $100. 1/5 pot. Brian's going to let it go. But Chris may make the call with the second, what would be the nut flush draw now. And it does not get there, but a jack on the river does give him aces and jacks, which is not going to be good enough for Basil's boat. Basil's going to lead out with 55, 35. 45. I'll get it right here in a minute. Welcome to booth, Mr. Chris Carter. You coming in to help out tonight?
I didn't know y'all were doing this.
Last minute plans.
I just stopped by to see what was going on. And I got my name on the list for the live stream.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, with that lineup right there, good Lord.
Man, it's a 500 capped buy-in.
No matter what. Not 70% of
500 max. We're keeping it a lower game, but
Okay.
we did it 800 last week. There was 3 players that won over 2,600.
Yeah.
So we tried to make it a little bit smaller, and there's already
Well, I'm looking. There's already
Yeah,
about
there's already
5,000 on the
three
table, 4,500 on the table.
there's already 3 players over 1,000, 2 at 1.2.
Good grief.
Yes, look at that mountain of chips in front of Basil. Basil won a monster a while ago with just a pair of queens, not in his hand. Queen 10. No, sorry, he had 2 pair. He had 2 pair on the river with a queen.
Oh, wow.
He beat Queen Jack. It was a 4-way all-in. So here we go again. Raised to $11 with Jack 9 suited, 6-4 spades calls. I can see 5-6 calling. Duplantis says Queen 4 no good today. Chris will probably call with 8-7. Brett will call with any 2, but he's got 2 good ones. Ace 9 of diamonds. 7-5's priced in. And Tim with ace 3 is going to make the call. So raised to 13 in a 1-3 game. You get, what is that, 8 players?
Everybody. But
Brian Duplantis is the only one. He folded Queen 4. Let's remember that. $88 in the pot pre-flop on a 1-3 game at Kojak's tonight.
But we all know Brian Duplantis is the only one that could swallow a piece of coal and poop a diamond. So he's a little tight.
Right. Is there? And nobody has a deuce. Nobody has
no.
backdoor nut flush draw for Tim.
Pair of 8s for Chris.
Basil's
Pair
got
of 8s for Basil.
8s. Yep. Basil's in the lead, right?
No, Chris got him out kicked with a 7.
And Basil leads out with $20.
Oh, good.
And Chris folds the only other 8. Brett is a little bit stuck, so he's going to raise it up.
Easy.
Yeah, he's a little bit stuck. He's going to raise it to $55.
And Brett can get a little bit stubborn too, but overs to the board, that's not a bad.
Brett is stuck 2 buy-ins.
Okay, that's not a bad.
He can make it back at this table. And with that raise, he pulls in the pot.
Yeah,
He pulls it in.
nice bet.
That's how you start the climb of your chip stack. Chip count, Tim and Basil, both at 1,200. Brian Duplantis right behind at 1,000. Brett's already up 100 from his last buy-in. He's at 594.
Well, that's the funny thing about 1-3. You never know what kind of table it's going to be. I've played in tables where they were playing like they were playing for thousands of dollars, and it's very, very tight. Then then you played one where you're playing like free poker at the bar.
That's it's just Kojak's image. People come in here and they want to win a hand, and they want to win a hand with a bluff.
Yes.
But they also want to bust a bluff. They want a hero call.
Well, and you shouldn't bluff in 1-3 ever anyway.
Man, they've been playing this like it's
thousands of dollars.
Yeah, like it's thousands of dollars. They've been hero calling, bluffing. Raise up to 15 from Brett with ace 4. He's in it to play tonight, and it's going to be against Robert. Robert's pretty sturdy, pretty disciplined. He's going to make the call with king deuce of diamonds. And he knew something we didn't know. He does hit his king. Will Brett continue?
King deuce of clubs. think you said King Deuce.
I think I did. I said clubs the first time, said diamonds the second time.
It just dawned on me what you said.
Yeah,
I'm like,
pay
what
no
did he just say? Yeah, it dawned on me after for a second. I had to sink in.
So King Deuce is a winner. He might value bet it here too. Nope,
Check,
no
check.
value. It's hard to value bet. Well, King would be, King 8 ties you.
Correct. Yeah, it's one of those situations. Anything that can call you is liable to beat you.
Yes. Welcome back, Lewis. Lewis has about $435 in his stack. We are on hand number 20. Exactly, hand number 20. Oh, we got Brett coming back here. We're going to find out a little bit behind his craziness today.
I think they're about to get another 5 on the button started out there.
Atta baby. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, about to open that door. We can hear him walking down the hall. And the cloud of stench followed him tonight.
What's going on?
Watch the cuss words. We are on Facebook Live.
Are we on Facebook too?
We're on Facebook Live
I was
tonight.
fixing to get after it.
Oh no, can't get after it.
cussing.
So Brett, tell us a little bit about the craziness.
Dude,
You've been getting some massive hands.
they're running so good. They
I
just
get
they
you.
play so much better than I do.
Brett's got pocket sevens. He raises it up. He gets like 6 callers.
Of course.
Duplantis calls with king 5.
2 fives.
2, yeah.
Just bleh.
He calls with king 5. Flop comes 5 deuce 5. So here we go. It's raised to $13. We've got 6 people in the pot. $78 pre-flop. Best hand is pocket sevens.
And the Jack 10's the favorite.
Flop comes out queen 8 5 2 spades.
2 spades. No spade draws.
Who's in the lead? Queen 4. Queen 4 is in the lead.
Queenie.
There's a spade if somebody had it. Now the spades come back into play.
Yep. 10 of spades is the player now, but he doesn't know that. Oh, and look at this. Brett's gone, so the action slows down. Everybody checks the flop and checks the turn with a
Spade
5
on the
of spade
river.
on the river. Basil's going to
Basil's
take the
gonna take
lead.
it down.
His favorite hand. He's gonna win it with it.
Oh,
Ah, I like
I
it.
think Andy probably has to call. The Planets can't call.
no. Chris might have to call. And that was a smart bet by Basil. $15.
Yeah.
That's a pay me off bet.
In a $78 pot.
Yeah.
That's a begging you, please call me. I want to make an extra 15. I need to pay for a Huas tonight.
So tell us about the ace kings
Ace,
that you
the
did.
ace queen, the ace.
Yes.
What I bluffed at it.
What do you do?
I mean, you gotta. If you don't like the cards you dealt, you just gotta play them better.
Yeah, you gotta play them like you have it, right?
Exactly.
That might be the smartest thing I've heard any poker player say, because Sean Rice says that all the time. Just play better. Real
Play
simple.
better.
Just play better.
Play better.
Just change your outcome. Try to.
Lindsay said the Crusher said she told the player that the other night.
Duplantis looks confused.
Player was complaining, kept finally she just stopped and looked at him and said, play better.
And
So,
the
on-
queens with the terrible.
On
run
this
out.
next half, when you go out here, what are you gonna do different? If you're gonna do
Nothing.
anything different, nothing,
Nothing.
because you're just running bad.
Chips are flying.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
This is gonna be one of the bigger 1-3 games we've had, and we capped the buy-in at 500, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm already in for 3 buy-ins.
They're playing like it's an uncapped game,
Yeah, they're playing like it's a regular 5 on the button game here. Like it's.
and even
It's awesome.
Robert's out there throwing chips around. He's playing a little washier than he usually
I
does.
say the only one that since I've been here to see the Planet's the only one playing tight.
Look at this. Queen 9 suited, raised to 35. Chris calls with King 10, A7 folds, so it's going to be heads up. I figured there'd be a few more people in there. I'd like to have seen the 6-3. We always root for action. Flop's going to come out 6,
6-3 would've been good.
8, 6-3 would have been good. Duplantis is going to continue, of course. He's going to fold. I would like to have seen a raise right there. That's where a lot of players I think miss out is on the C bet, because you C bet a lot. Sitting back here, we watch that. You C bet a lot, and all you're doing is trying to find out where you are.
Yeah.
And if somebody calls, you know there's a chance you could be good, so you fire a CC bet.
Yeah, you fire that D bet on the turn.
Yes, and what you're looking for is you're looking for the folds and the raises. You're looking for somebody to tell you where you're at, right?
Yeah.
What sucks is
Paying
when
for
you're sitting there and they
information.
just keep calling you. Just call. They don't raise you, they just keep calling you.
Yeah,
So you
they-
never really know where you're at.
No.
You know, you have an idea, but you never are they drawing or do they
Get some straddles going, some button straddles.
Okay, I will.
$6 button straddle.
Wait, hold on. I'll straddle. You straddle in front of the. I've never.
No,
it's been so long
you can
since
do either way. So
You
if
can
you,
Mississippi straddle
Mississippi straddle
behind
button,
the button or
that-
on the button.
on the button. That's where our on the button game come from. Mississippi straddle on the button action starts in the small blind. Their 1-3 stays in though,
Yeah.
so they got to call the 6.
Yeah, because we're doing blinds tonight.
Yes, we're doing
Yeah,
blinds
because the
tonight.
on the button came from all the games that we used to have. We just did a button. We got rid of the blinds.
Right.
Because at midnight we would go to dealer's choice. So whoever had the button, you put your
Just
money
play-
in
yeah,
and
right.
you dealt it, and it stuck. And I'm telling you, around here for 20 years, that's the way it was played.
Tim raises it up to 20 with the ace king. Come on, Basil, get frisky.
20
10
in a
7
1-3
suited.
game.
That's a standard opening raise.
I understand, but that's still 7x,
Yeah,
6.8x.
Welcome.
5 on the accident. One time I'm like, wait a minute, this is.
This is not 5 on the button.
So 1-3
Yeah,
you're
I'm
making
like,
35
oops.
to go.
Yeah.
We've seen several 35s.
Hey,
before
here's
we
my
go.
argument right here. Pocket deuces against ace king. I've said it forever. I'll go $100 a hand for 100 hands and give me pocket deuces.
And it's 59-41.
Yeah.
Flop comes out, heads up.
And he makes an eye out of me
Yeah.
right off the bat.
All right.
Hey,
Go get 'em.
what, you got to wait for this hand to be over, and then you can take off. We can't go out of here with the cards
I got you.
live.
I got you.
Hey, but you can go through this back door right here. That
Oh,
way you
right
get,
here?
no. That
Oh, yeah,
door,
yeah, that's right
Just
by
cut
that.
through there,
Yeah.
real fast. All right, go.
All
Ready,
right,
set, go.
peace and love.
All right. Hey, get out there and sleeper straddle. Hurry.
And that hand would have cost me $100.
Right. So we got a dealer change coming in. Mr. Joshua Dent coming to crush some dreams and break some wallets. Really good.
Yeah, the Crusher's riding horses tonight. She's training.
Right, she's training. I saw her video from yesterday. She did good. She just popped that one barrel.
The horse is a little stiff on her. Yeah, he's stiff on that one side for some reason. We're actually getting him chiropracted, or she is Wednesday. Think his neck might
So
be out a
does-
little bit.
Random question from someone who's never been around barrel racing. Does the horse always have to turn left or can it turn right?
No, they can turn right. They got a steering wheel on them. You can go right.
No.
or-
I know that. But when you see the
Yeah.
barrels, you see them run around the turn left around each barrel.
Well, no. So you come in and you're turning. If you come in and take the right side, you'll come in, turn right, and then you turn left, and then you turn left
Okay,
again.
so they
But if
have
you
to
come
go
in on the
there.
left side, you turn left, turn right.
So is it
turn right.
premeditated how it has to go?
No, it's just how it's how the horse was taught, or what the horse prefers. You'll get horses that some horses prefer to go the left barrel first.
So Brian under the gun raises up to $35. The old 10x,
Yeah, 10x. It's just
and it just folds on around. He says this game's easy. He just said this game's easy.
he put 35 in to win $4. 35 to win 4.
If you get called, you might be beat.
It just. And he tipped $1, so he only made $3. He put 35 in to win 3.
Hey, to each their own.
Appreciate him tipping
Yeah.
the dealers, of
He-
course,
he,
but
he is up $600. He's feeling good right now.
yeah, but he just put 35 in to win $3.
Welcome to Kojak's. Welcome to Kojak's. You see that every day. Brett looks
You
down.
do.
Brett looks down and walks
Jack.
back at the Basil. Raises up to $15. That's a good 5x bet.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna fold around because nobody happens
Oh.
to have nothing. Oh, Javon looks down.
At 7s.
Brian calls. Brian calls with 3 deuce. Welcome to
And he's
Kojak's.
playing tight.
Brian's playing tight tonight. He's smiling like he knows the flop. King,
Unbelievable.
king, deuce. Javon's gonna lead out.
He should.
He leads out with 50. It's gonna go full fold.
Yeah, he should.
That was good. Brett did have 4 outs. That's enough for some players at Kojak's to put their whole stack in. Oh, Brett's straddling for 6. He took the advice. He's gonna get it going. The Saturday night we had 1, 3, 6, 12, 24, 48 one hand.
Good grief.
Andy straddles for 12, so we've got a $12 straddle. He took the action right away from Brett.
Wow.
So it folds around. Action's on Robert. He calls the $12. It's going to show on here raised to 12. That's the only way we have to do the double straddle. So flop comes out ace 6-4. Nobody has an ace in their hand, and Robert's going to lead out with the flush draw. He's going to lead out with $50.
He got pocket sevens again
Yep.
and folded. Oh, to the flop. Okay, I didn't see the
Yeah.
flop.
The flush draw is going to win it. That's how you play a flush draw at Kojaks. VPIP, Chris is 64%. He just said down. Duplantis, though, 64%. Brett, 52. Tim, 52. Basil, 52. Robert, 52. That shows you we have an aggressive table tonight.
Yeah, I want it to statistically be 13 to 15%.
Yes. But not at Kojaks.
Not at Kojaks.
That's why people come here for the action. It is action galore.
I'm gonna grab a charger.
I guess Chick-fil-A is open
On Mondays?
on Labor Day. All right, we've got an all-in. Chris raises to all-in with Queen 10 pre-flop. We've got $51 in the pot. Brian raised to $35 with King 3, continuing his tight image at the table. Action is now $142. Action on Brett. He can't play 5 deuce. Andy can't play Queen 7. I think it's going to fold all the way around. I don't think Brian's going to feel like gambling. Ooh, might just be good TV. He's live. He's live. He's thinking about it, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he doesn't want to give up 8-5 that easily. Oh, he does. And Brian's, of course, going to let King 3 go. I don't see him getting very frisky there. He gave away $35. He's still up huge, $600 on the night. And here we go. Moving on around, the button takes another trip around the table. We are now on hand number 27. Tim straddling up to $6. That's one thing about Kojaks. We do allow straddles, sleeper straddles, double straddles, quad straddles. However you want to do it at Kojaks, it is yours. So action is $12. Raised to $15. Duplantis is, Javon is going to call. Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't know if you wanted ice.
Here.
I think we might go to Ahua's.
Ahua sounds good.
But I'm just waiting because I know some people are hungry and some people are not. We gotta do that. Thank you. But just in case.
Yeah,
Because
make sure you get me food.
Deal. I'll text you.
Javon flops the gut shot to the 6. Luis bets $50 with a pair of queens, backdoor flush draw. $50 is a good bet. 126 in the pot. Javon's going to fold. I think it's going to fold all the way around on this. Oh, no, just kidding. Andy raises all in with King 6. So he's got the spade draw against the pair of queens. Luis bet 50. It is going to be $213 more for Luis to call. And Andy has 6 outs to hit. He's got any king, but all the kings are gone. So he's sitting with the remainder of the spades, minus the 8, 4, and 3. Those are out of the deck this hand. Luis does fold, and Andy pulls in the best right there. What a move by Andy. Very, very good job. What a play by Andy on that hand. So we've got a 5 on the button table starting. We've got a button straddle on this hand. Brett Mississippi straddled. All right. All right. So we do allow all types of straddles at Kojaks, and that shows tonight. Brett straddles Mississippi style. Oh my gosh, and he picks up jacks. Holy shit. Eesh. Andy calls $45. Tim does make the fold. Holy cow. And I almost said a cuss word. You love straddling and waking up with a monster hand like that. So much fun. So we are going to be heads up, the button versus the small blind. Queen 9 versus jacks. That's not a hand you want to be against with jacks. Oh my gosh. And he couldn't have had a better flop. He flops open-ended for the straight. Andy checks in the dark. Flop comes out king, queen, 10. Brett leads out with $75 because Andy checked dark. Andy's got queen 9 in his hand. He's got the best of it right now. He's looking for a jack. And he is thinking about this. I mean, what better flop can you hope for with queen 9? If he knew he was up against jacks, he would make the call, of course, but he does not know that. Brett has 7 outs. And he does make what a move by Brett, and a good time to wake up with jacks on the Mississippi straddle. If we had our soundboard, you would hear the applause. Right. Action's moving on around. Javon calls the $3 with 9-8 suited. Duplantis looks down at a Kojak. That's the Kojak. We've always got to root for the Kojak when it's out there. He raises to $35. Action's on Tim. He makes the call with the subpar King 10. And Javon makes the call. $108 in the pot pre-flop. 3-way action. Flop comes out Jack 9. Javon hits his 9. But that's way behind Duplantis' jacks. Oh, and Javon moves all in. That's what Duplantis wanted to see. Javon says all in. Brian Duplantis says all in. So we're going to be heads up. Turn card comes a 10. That gives Javon outs. River card is a 3, and he misses all of his outs. Duplantis picks up the win. He flips over his cards. Javon, a good sport as always, says good hand. All right. Seat open on that table. Mississippi straddle from Mr. Tim. We got the Mississippi straddle going on this hand. For those of you who don't know what a Mississippi straddle is, that's where they throw. We're going to start calling it the Midland straddle. From here on out, the button straddle is known as the Midland straddle. Oh, yeah. So we've got a Midland straddle going on this hand. The Midland Straddle drops $6 down on the button. Action starts in the small blind and continues around under the gun. Mr. Robert makes the call with King Jack. Duplantis run hot. Duplantis is calling with 7-6, continuing his tight image. 9-7 calls. Queen 9 calls. 8-3 calls. 8-3 calls. Ace 4 calls. 4-3 calls. We've got 8 players. 8 players in the hand. $48. Flop comes out. Deuce of diamonds, 10 of diamonds, jack of diamonds. Nobody's holding 2 diamonds in their hand. The highest diamond in the hand is a 9 of diamonds. So Robert hits top pair. $45 bet by Mr. Robert, and that should be enough to get everybody on the table to fold, but we'll see how they play it. Brett says my 9 could be good here. Oh, he's got the open-ended draw also, just in case nobody's holding diamonds. That's a great call right there. I don't know if it's gutsy or what, but we're going to be heads up. $138 in the pot. $138 in the pot. Robert's going to lead out with $50. And now Robert's got top 2 pair. But it's way behind to Brett's straight. Brett's got a straight to the king. So $50 bet raised to $150, and this is where Mr. Robert comes in great. He can talk his way through the hand. The diamonds are, if the diamonds weren't there, he may make this call. But the diamonds are there. I think he'll fold because of the fact of the diamonds. With just a smooth call last on the flop from Brett, I think he can put 5 and 5 together and make 2, and he knows. I pause because he's grabbing chips. So he does not add it up right there. That's got to scare Brett. That's a scare card, and I think it'll go check, check on the river. A 9 on the river gives Brett the queen straight. Check from Robert, and Brett bets it like the diamonds don't exist. $175 bet from Brett on the river. Brian can only call if he thinks if he had the naked ace drawn for the flush. That may provoke a call from Rob, just because he's played with Brett several times. He knows that that's in his field. If he calls, he's got him on a straight bluff, of course. And it looks like he may make the call. And he does make the call. He does make the call. Brett's going to show the king high straight, and he's going to win a big pot. And just like that, Mr. Robert's going to be adding on some chips, and we are on to the next hand. John's going to call under the gun. First hand in there with King Queen, and we are 5 players. Robert is 400 behind this hand. We've got 5 players in the pot, $15 in there. And with a pair of 8s, Robert's going to bet 15. John makes the call with King Queen, looking for some first time Kojak's luck on the live stream. He needs a couple runners. Jack on the turn is not a good card. However, Robert makes the check. John's going to lead out with 10, and Robert folds, and that's how easy it is to win at Kojak's, ladies and gentlemen. That's how easy it is. Welcome to Kojak's Live. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Excuse me. Oh, so action's going to be first on Mr. Duplantis. He may be folding that. And he folds instantly. Robert's going to look down at Ace Queen. He raises it up to $20. And he does make the call, so we're going to be heads up. $43 in the pot, heading to the flop. Flop comes out, 44-4. So they just called out for a brush to bring a feather duster over to clean off Basil's chips because they seem to be on lockdown. And I think she did bring the feather duster over, ladies and gentlemen. She did know it was a joke. Tim's going to raise it up with Ace King to $30, the good old 10x raise. And it's going to be enough to pull it in. Basil's saying, dude. Excuse me, Andy hasn't given up his hand yet. Or that's 10. Excuse me. Andy does make the call. He's in it to play tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Heads up to the flop. Ace King versus 10-7, 68 to 32%. Flop comes out Jack Deuce Deuce. Andy checks. Tim does c-bet, and Andy does fold. That's what you're supposed to do with aces. Find out where you are. So here we go. We are over on hand number 34 chip count. We look down and see, 3 players sitting at $1,200. Brett sitting right under 1,000, and it goes on down from there. Joining us in the booth right now is B. Braxton, one of the two-time main event champions that we have at Kojaks. Braxton, it's a 1-3 table. I want you to just look at this and tell me if you think it's a 1-3 table. VPIP 54, 45, 40, 54, 48, 31, 54, 20, and 62.
I just want to know who's John with 20.
He just sat down at the table. He's played 3 hands.
Okay.
He's only played 3 hands. First hand he raised, second hand he was away from the table. But look at this. We have 1,100, 1,200, 1,100. He's down 500, but he's at 1,000 now.
Nice.
So they are coming back. But this is the type of 1-3 game we have out of Kojaks.
That's awesome. And you have the hiccups.
And I have the hiccups. I tried to pause it while ago to get rid of them, but it does not go away. We've got the new headsets now where we can talk to the table if we don't see someone's cards. He's got the headset. And this is what it sounds like from him. We'll eventually be moving. Michael's got the tablet right now. They'll be in this office with us with another computer. We'll set up another computer in here. And I hope Brett went, oh, he folded. Why would you ever fold 5-3? That is the winningest hand at Kojaks. Look at this. 4 gives you a straight now. 4 gives you a straight. How can you fold that? First to bet's going to be the first to win here. Win on this one. Robert's leading with ace high. But Brian's king high leads out with $45. He bets the full pot and he pulls it down. That's how easy it is to win on this table.
Wow.
We've had 8 players go to the flop at least 7 times
I like
to
it.
a raise of $15. That's pretty neat, isn't it?
Pretty cool.
Headphones were $500. There's 3 of
really?
them.
To be able to...
Yeah, to be able to communicate, and they're on their own secure link. Oh, wish I could get rid of these hiccups. Sometimes it's a little hard to talk and listen to them. So updated the chip count. 3 players over 1,000, 1 right at 1,000. The table is a 500 max buy-in. 500 max buy-in. Excuse me. They're going to get tired of hearing that real fast. We have the options back here to look at the VPIP, the raise percent. We can track the action. And went to showdown, aggression frequency, pre-flop raise, their stack size, and their win percentages. Keeps track of the hands back here. So we have all that you can see and do back here. We also have access to any of the cameras. We can set it up any of the way we want to. And here we go. We've got a hand in the making. Chris calls with ace 10. Andy looks down at king 7. No big deal. And Brett's going to 4-bet it. Need Brett's cards, please. All right. Andy does make the fold, so we will have... Oh, just kidding. We're not going to be going there. Chris does shove with ace 10.
And
Brett,
calls.
1 chip calls.
We need to see these cards.
And I can only guess that Brett has pocket jacks, pocket queens, or ace 10. Let's see what he has. And he moves his cards over. What does he show? Ace of hearts, 9 of spades. And so ace 10 is going to get a little double up. Excuse me. Oh, man, I cannot get rid of the hiccups. I've had them for 25 minutes.
What has Brett got going on tomorrow?
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I was like, I don't know. So we've got a request. We got a request for a poker game tomorrow, including Mr. Brett. Oh, that was funny.
He'll appreciate it.
We've got the new side that tells all the action all the way through, and got the Kojaks right in the center. Now, you were on the list I saw for this game.
I think.
Are you going to come in and crush them up?
If I get a seat.
Oh, you should. Let me check. Excuse me. Let me check. Oh my goodness. Let me check the list. You are next on the list. You are next in. Excuse me. Next in. Oh. All right. So we are on the next hand, and here we go. Cards flying through. 5-3 folded. Oh my goodness. What are these people playing so tight for?
I think that one guy's really tight.
Luis?
No. The guy right here in the maroon hat.
Robert. He is very analytical. He is very disciplined, but he also makes some very wild calls.
Not him. The guy from Odessa, maybe?
Which one?
Not him. Right there.
This guy right here?
No, one over.
Oh, Robert.
Yeah.
That guy right there, Robert. Okay. Okay, we have a raise to $129. Andy Decker with the Kojak. We've got to root for it. And once again,
Kojak suited.
yeah, Kojak suited. Once again, our dealer has trouble with counting.
And Tim is all in with the king queen.
Oh, man.
All right, Andy, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pulling for Tim so I can get that seat, but no, I'm just kidding. The selfish side of me.
The selfish side of me. The softer side of Sears. That's an old commercial. Oh, that's a T-shirt we need to make. The selfish side of me says bust. So we've got all kinds of people in here. We got a tappity tap. Mr. Ricky P's coming in next.
Ricky P.
So
What it do?
Brian does fold.
I thought the king queen called.
Nope, Tim folded. I thought he went all in. Misclick. Tim folded. So Andy's going to win that with King Jack. And action's going to move around. We're going to have a dealer, working on 30 minutes with hiccups. Working on a dealer change, and we'll get Ricky P in there. We got one player in the booth with me, hoping a seat opens up really fast. Even holding the 1-3 on here, we do have a ton of action. See that little Kojak hat sitting there on Mr. Decker's head? Got a couple Kojak hats floating out there. Got a WPT Steps.
Who's the guy in the middle with the glasses with the WPT steps?
That's Luis Ramos from, I think, Odessa.
Gotcha.
And here we go. Action starts again. We allow straddles, double straddles, sleeper straddles, and Midland straddles. We changed the name of Mississippi straddles to the Midland straddle.
It's allowed?
It's allowed. All straddles are allowed. No further backward Mississippi straddles though. That would be fun. That would be fun.
What's the max on the button that you can straddle?
6.
6, gotcha.
Yeah, just double.
Sometimes in Dallas and other, they'll let you do
allow
10. Just to
I
make
play-
it easy.
I played in Bossier City my last trip there, and I was playing a 1-3 game, and I said, "Can I straddle?" And they said, "Yeah." So I put all I had were $25 chips, so I just set the $25 chip out, and they told me it was a $25 straddle. Everybody folded, snap folded. One guy folded ace king.
Is this live?
Yes, this is live action, and here we are. First action's on John under the gun. He calls the $6. Duplantis calls the $6. So when we do straddles, the software doesn't have an option for it. So John will call the 6. Oh, now we've got a raise to 35 from Brett. Chris is going to call the 6. Brett raises with a Kojak suited. We've seen that going around a lot tonight. And he's going to get rid of 10-3. Tim makes the call with Queen 4 suited. Basil's chips are getting dusty. He folds the Clyde, the 7-4. Excuse me. John's going to make the call. Brian's going to make the call. Chris is priced in 35 for 150 in the pot. I don't see how he can fold 8-6. Oh, he doesn't. Had he been able to see the cards, this would be a whole different game because he's the only one with an 8-6. I would have made that call. That's probably why I never play poker, but
Yep, middle gappers sometimes will make a straight.
three-way action. And look at this.
There.
Look at this. 8-6 would have just been Yahtzeed right here. Flop comes out, and the King Jack is in the lead. It's fun to watch how people play their hands. He always c-bets. I love it. 150 in the pot. He's going to lead out with $80. That's one thing that
He did flop a flush draw.
Oh, I didn't even see that. And he's not going to get to see anymore. So, hand is over. Brett's c-bet of $80 with the best hand does win it. However, if the 8-6 would have played for Mr. Chris, we could have had.
A different
Yes.
outcome. We would have saw some fireworks, I believe.
Oh, I never root for people to lose, but I root for a lot of action.
Makes your job easier.
Mikey, that's a bad spot to stand. You're right in the camera.
Gosh.
Because when the microphone's right here, it's a lot harder to hear right here. All right, action moves around. Button is now on, button is now on, I guess, Basil. Puts a big blind on Mr. Worsham. No straddles going this hand. Action's going to start first with Mr. John. He was looking forward to playing this game. Brand new member.
What's his last name?
You.
The guy with the hat right there in the glasses?
Yes, the guy with the hat.
Gotcha. They all have hats.
Oh, yeah, the guy with the
Except
hat.
Except for Basil.
The guy wearing the shirt.
It's tough to not know who Basil is.
Brian's going to raise it up to $35, the old 11x raise. And he's going to look down at ace-9 suited, and I can see a call coming from this already. Tim's got his money in his hand before Andy can make the call. Tim's got king-5 suited. Looks like it's going to fold around all the way back, so we're going to have three-way action. $109 in the pot on a 1-3 game pre-flop. Flop's going to head out. We're looking at 9 of spades, 5 of diamonds, 8 of diamonds. Andy picks up the top of it. Brian's going to c-bet 55. Andy will for sure make the call. This is usually where we get caught lying because this is where they usually shove all in. Or if we say they're going to fold, they push all in. It's always the opposite. All right, so we got heads up action now. Ace-10 versus ace-9. An ace would be brutal right here. Turn card comes out. A jack of diamonds. That's a scare card because that's a straight and a flush opportunity out there, and it checks around.
Brian's going to try to steal this spot.
And I don't think it's going to work. Brian leads out with $90 after the check on the turn. And Andy folds. Woo!
I knew that was going to happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to call the police because we just had a robbery. Mr. Duplantis stole it. He bet it like he had it.
He may be trying to make up for that money he lost on that LSU game.
I guarantee you right now he's saying, I had it. I had king queen.
Oh, everybody knows that. I had a king queen.
Aggression, frequency. Brett's leading it. Robert's in second. Brian's in third at 34%. Basil sat down. When he first sat down, he was running with some cards, and he has since gone cold.
He's not going to get out of line too much.
No, that's last live stream. The only time I've ever seen him felt at Kojak's. He felt it on the live stream here on 1-3. He had ace jack of spades. Nancy had king 4 offsuit, and Dylan had pocket queens, both red. Flop comes out king of spades, 10 of spades, king of diamonds. So Basil flopped the gut shot royal flush.
He had ace queen of spades?
Yes. Nancy flopped trip kings, and Dylan had pocket queens, and they all got all in. Nancy won it all. All right, we've got 4-way action heading to the flop. Excuse me. Working on 45 minutes of hiccups. Flop comes out. Ace, jack, deuce, 2 diamonds. Nobody's got diamonds in their hands. There's 2 aces out, and there is a jack. Tim's going to lead out in bet. It checks around to Tim. He's going to lead out with $50. John makes the call with ace-9, the superior ace at this point. And Brett calls with a jack. Brett's looking for a jack. John's looking for a 9. Tim's looking for an 8. Let's see what the board gives us. A 6. Helps nobody. Now the kickers do come into play because we've got 2 cards lower than the lowest kicker. Check, check, check. River card of 6. Now the kickers don't matter. Ace 8 chops it. I like the $50 bet from John. And Tim calls. Choppy chop. And just like that, That's how you chop up $310 in a 1-3 game. 100 times the big blind in that pot. I love Kojak's poker. I wish I had deeper pockets. I'd play.
I'm about to go play on the outside table for a
Uh-oh.
little bit.
You do want your seat at this one when it comes open, right?
And we'll see whose VPIP is high.
Right now, the leading VPIP is 55% from Mr. Tim.
Tim, you're coming. I'm coming for you.
Tim, challenge gauntlet has been laid down. Good luck out there, Braxton. The gauntlet has been laid down from the two-time main event champion. We now have two-time main event champions. I'm sorry about the hiccups. I'm trying to get rid of them. We have two-time main event champions. Mr. Braxton Dunaway was the first one to do it, and Mr. Billy Ward was the most recent one. Kojak's Poker Club, where not only can you win a ton of money, but you can do it in style. Poker, as you can see, Basil in the chat right there. Poker is so sick. Yes, sir. Raised to $45 with ace queen suited. Action folds around to Duplantis with king queen. Just a inferior queen. Actions on Mr. Chris. If he'd known his king was that far out kicked, he probably wouldn't be calling this, but he's calling looking for clubs. He does make the call. Three-way action. $136 already in the pot. Flop comes out. Ace of clubs. Jack of clubs. 4 of diamonds. Chris flops what he wanted to. Andy is in the lead right now, though, but he's only 2% higher than Chris to win this. Andy shoves all in. I think he's going to get a call from Chris. Brian's going to go away, and Chris snaps the call. Chris has 8 outs. Brian would have hit Broadway on the turn, and Brian would be winning this pot if he'd have stayed in. And that's what he's turning around looking. Poker's so sick. Double checking the pot. On the flop, Andy was only favored 44 to 42%, and that 44% holds up. That's why the percentages are there, because if you run it 100 times, 44 times, that's going to win. 42 times, it's going to lose. Chip count, Basil's in the lead, 1.2 thousand. Brian's right there with him. Tim's right there behind him. Brett's at 800. Robert 699. John 519. Andy 340, 344 after that double up. Here we go. Hand number 42, minute number 50 of the hiccups. So, shifting around, Brett's going to fold 9-8. Andy's going to call with ace-6. Tim's going to fold. Basil has not been getting any card dead. That's where you make something happen, though. So we're all the way down the river. John's going to have the winning hand on this with a pair of queens. He's going to bet it like he's got it. He is not afraid to do it. Bets 15. It's going to fold around, and he's going to pull in a little pot. That's the way you do it. Players would rather win 25 little pots than one big pot because it's pretty close to the same amount. Got a Midland straddle heading on the button. Button's on Brian. So Brian Duplantis has the Mississippi straddle out. First action is going to be on... Action starts on Chris. And Andy makes the fold. Tim makes the fold. Basil looks down at the first playable hand. Basil raises the 6. Lewis looks down at kings, wired kings, as Jack Keen calls it, raises it to $40. John with queen 9 or queen 10 makes the call, folds around to Chris. Chris makes the fold. Brett makes the fold. So we're going to be heads up. Pocket kings versus queen 9 suited. John's looking for straights or flushes. Lewis is looking for nada. Flop comes out Jack 5, little Motown action. Lewis checks. He's doing a little trappity trap. And John falls for it. He's not dead. He's looking for backdoor straight or flushes. He's going to lead out with 50. Lewis is going to make the call. We are heads up. Lewis at 96% to win. Turn card comes a deuce of spades. He puts the lock on the board. Check. Check it again, Lewis, can you? No, he can't check it again. He wants to get paid off. He bets $150, and unfortunately for him, John has nothing, but that's a scary point right there because John could have very easily had the jack and just checked it. Button moves round. Action is still there. And we continue around. Raise to 15. Call. Andy makes the call with 8-4 of hearts. I like the 8-4 and 7-5 in this position because a lot of the king, queens, and jacks are out. 2 of each of them are gone. Flop comes out. $76 in the pot. Flop comes out. Jack 8, 10. Rainbow suits. Robert likes his action. Basil's going to lead out with king jack. He's got top pair, top kicker. He is in the lead at the moment. He bets $40. Mr. Worsham does make the call right behind him of 40. Brian makes the fold. Andy's going to make the fold. Tim is going to call with the open ender. He's looking for an ace or a 9. So Kojak's 1-3 game. We've already got $196 in the pot going to the turn. Turn card comes out, a queen. So that still leaves Robert in the lead with 2 pair queens and jacks. Check, 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 and a river of ace on the river gives a split pot to the 2 players holding the king. Bet of 110. Basil makes a call. Robert makes a fold, and we're going to see a choppity chop 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 pot. And this is how we do it. Basil knocking the dust off his chips, put him in the pot. $416 in the pot. Each player pulling in $208. Even Steven, as Ricky P announces it. There we go. Went to showdown. Basil, of the hands he's played, he's gone to showdown 40%. And I think he's won all 40% of those. Luis has not gone to showdown yet. He has won all his pots prior to showdown. And let's see what he is sitting at right now. Lewis is up $137. So that goes to show you don't have to get to showdown to win. We got a Midland straddle running out on the table right now. Button is over on Mr. Brett. He's got $6 on the straddle. Action's going to be first on Basil. He's going to look. Oh, no, just kidding. He's under the gun. Action's going to be first on seat number 3, which is Andy. Or, sorry, Tim. Brian's infamous $35 raise is in play. Ace Jack suited. Chris is going to make the call. Queen 10. I like this call right here. Brett's grabbing chips. He's got the wired deuces. Deuces never loses, except when they do. And he's going to make the call with Jack 6 suited. I can see Robert making this call. Nope. Makes a liar out of me. We're going to be 4-way action. Once again, 1-3 table. We've got $155 in the pot pre-flop. 4-way action. Brian's your favorite to win pre-flop. Let's see what changes here. Flop comes out. Ace, 9, deuce. Brett flops a set of deuces, and look at his demeanor. He doesn't even move. He's on the button in position, and Brian's going to fire. He sees bets. $80. $85 from Brian. Chris didn't get much there. He's going to go ahead and let this go. Double checking to make sure he doesn't have any of that. He's going to let it go. I'd like to see just a call from Brett. If he raises, it's going to look like he's got ace-king, and he grabs one-handed chips, makes the call, and he's going to let it go, so we're going to be heads up. Brian is not looking for a jack on the turn. He is not looking for a jack. Spade would be worrisome for him, too, and it's a king, so we are heads up. Duplantis is first to act. He says $150. Brett declares all in, all you can eat. He puts the action right back on Brian Duplantis, who has C-bet and D-bet with ace-jack. Brett's got a set of deuces. Welcome to the booth, Mr. Mikey Lopez.
What a time to walk in.
Yes.
That's a tough spot for sure.
35 pre-flop, 4 players. Brian bets $85 on the flop, hitting that ace. Brett just smooth calls. Everyone else folds. Brian D-bets $150. Brett says all in. And I don't think we're going to get a call from Brian. I think he's going to show what he's laying down.
I think he just announced fold, yeah.
And he shows it.
That's a tough one for sure.
I hope Brett didn't show the deuces. Don't give him any information. He gave you information what he was betting with. Don't give it in return. Did we ever get the duster for Basil's chips? Because they are on lockdown.
Oh yeah. Man, I mean, and I saw Brian and Robert get into back to back.
Yes,
hand
Brian
against
is
each other.
playing.
Yeah.
Brian hasn't played a hand unless he's raised it to 35. Updated the chip counts. We've got 3 players over 1,200. 1 player at 871. Brian lost about $200 in chips there. Brett is now up to 1,200. He's in for 15, so he's almost even.
He's trying to climb and climb and climb. Looks like the fellas are chatting. I imagine Brett might have showed him at least a deuce, and if you show at least one deuce, you got to put him on a set to
Ace
go
deuce
on
maybe at the worst.
Yeah, at the absolute worst.
Hand number 46 of 1-3. Average pot has been $150 tonight. Lewis is going to look down at King 9 suited, and he's going to make the call. No, just kidding. Did I already pay?
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to announce that after 60 minutes of the hiccups, they're finally gone.
Oh God, you had the poor listeners.
Yeah, they had to endure 60 minutes of. So here we go. 4-way action going to the flop. 7, deuce, 8, 7-5 is in second place to 10-7. And Basil leads out with a 7-5. And he calls. And he folds ace jack. Very disciplined. Heads up action. Turn card comes an ace. Neither one of them hold the ace, which
Yep.
Andy just let go of.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's worth calling with
And
those
Duplantis
overs.
bets 40. Let's see. I bet Basil folds.
And he's out of the way.
And he does.
It's been a pretty jovial table as far as the talk goes. Everybody's in good spirits.
That's one good thing
Despite-
about 1-3.
Yeah. It's. I mean, you can be in for 15 just like Brett is, but it's still a nice, healthy game.
Well, we played 1-3 Saturday night. We had one player in for 3.
Good
Okay.
Lord. Good Lord. Well, right now we've got a 5 on the button going as well. I believe there is at least 1 to 2 seats open. So if you're interested, call up, get yourself on the list, and we'll get you a seat as soon as possible. And these chip counts are only going up.
Yes. We got a Mississippi straddle, otherwise now known as the Midland straddle out there on the button. So action's going to be first on the small blind. 6 to play for Basil.
Looks like both players call, and Robert's going to put out a small raise here.
Yep, to 18. Brian has been action tonight,
Nothing but it.
keeping up his tight image.
Yeah. Gets over to
So what are we? Four-way action. $73 in the pot on a 1-3 game. Welcome to Kojak's Midland, Texas.
Ace 10-7 coming out on the flop. That's going to put Mr. Rob with Ace Queen.
I still like Brian's
notched
hand.
over Lewis's Ace Jack, and yeah, Brian's hand's pretty good on this.
40 is
board
the
here.
bet. Brian, let's go with the winner.
We've got top pair versus top pair. Let's see if either of them can outplay the other.
Ooh, I like the ace jack.
That Jack 8 would have hit.
Oh, that's twice Brian's folded the gut shot that hit.
Oof. Yeah, he looked at me earlier.
Yeah,
while I
that's
was
twice he
writing,
folded
and he
it.
said, "Bink."
Check, check.
Oh, I better get up
So the kickers do play.
there. You know, check, check. Rob's gonna take it down. Either way, appreciate you, Mr. Charlie. Good
Thank
luck.
you, Mikey Mike. So Ace Queen does pull in a $153 pot on a 1-3 game. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not playing at Kojak's, especially in the 1-3 game, you're missing out, man. There is action, jackson out here. That's hard for me to say. For some reason, I can't say it. Hand number 48. On around to hand number 48. Fold 6-5, fold 6-5, folds king deuce, queen deuce. 10-8's going to play though. Basil makes the call. Basil makes the call. What? So we got wired nines, wired threes, 4 deuce, 5-way action going to the flop. $30 in the pot. Flop comes out. Basil flops a set of 9s. Andy flops the open-ended straight draw, and I believe he's going to bet it. Just a $6 bet, too. Basil makes just the call with a set of 9s. So well hidden. Duplantis calls with his 5s. Four-way action, $54 in the pot. Turn card's a 6. That's trouble for Brian because now he's got 2 pair. And he's so far behind Basil's set of 9s. Brian leads out with $60. Andy makes the call. Basil might make a raise right here. Basil's counting chips. I don't know if he's counting the 60 or what he's counting. He just counted the 60. He just called. He's looking to take down a big one. He's not looking to take it down right now is what he's doing. Brian is dead with his 2 pair. And a 4 on the river. Duplantis is in trouble. Andy checks. Brian checks. Actions on Basil. He's going to lead out. He leads out with $100. And that's such a well-hidden board. Brian may have to make this call. And he does have to make it. He's not going to like the results. Got a set of 9. Set of 9 is going to pull in a $700 pot. Basil's now up over $1,500. So our following on Facebook and Instagram is growing every day. Appreciate each and every one of you guys following in. So here we go. New dealer, new type of action. And he makes a call with ace 10. Action's over on Basil. He's going to call it with ace 9, sorry. Lewis is going to call with king 6. Robert's going to call with 9-5. John's going to check it with 8 deuce. We've got 6-way action going to the flop. Flop comes out 10-2-6. John hits his deuce. Andy, top pair, top kicker, is going to bet out with a quarter. And that's going to be... He's going to get a call. John makes a call. Turn card comes to 5. So we've got ace 10 versus 8 deuce. He goes check, check. Heading to the river. A queen on the river. John shows his deuces, Andy shows his 10, and Andy's going to pull in a pot of $68. $40 winner. That's the way, they like it. Oops, excuse me. So on around we go. Under the gun is Mr. Chris. He's going to call the 3-6-5 offsuit. All right, action's on around. Bezos looks down at 10-9. He's finally getting some playable cards. But as John says, you don't need playable cards to play. He's going to call the 2. Brian's going to raise it up to $40. $40 raise with ace jack offsuit. Folds around. Basil's going to let it go. Robert's going to let it go. I'd like to see John make this call. Keep him honest. But I don't think he is. So pulls in. Hey, that's $40 raise, $15 profit right there. That's not bad. Risking 40, 115. 1/3 return. We've got a Midland straddle from Mr. John. It's going to mean action's going to start off with Brian Duplantis. Man, we need a soundboard so bad in here. Miss Carrie, if you're listening, we need a soundboard. Get some applause. So tomorrow night at Kojak's, we have our infamous point series continuing with the Tuesday Bounty Tournament. All the bounty chips, it's no limit hold'em. All the bounty chips will be worth a $50 bill. Pull in as many as you can. See if you can beat Miss Joni's 14 or 16. I don't remember what it is. She is the reigning no limit hold'em bounty champion at Kojak's. Action starts $200 get you 15,000 chips. An extra 20 get you 5,000 more. So you have the ability to start with 25. If you're here before that first card is tossed, that first card tossed does end the early bird bonus of 5,000. We'll have an optional $100 add-on at the completion of registration for 25,000 more chips. Hey, we got an all-in update. Chris is all in with Jack 7. And we're going to get a call from John. Guaranteed call from John. John with Kings, he just called. He set this up so well. He does call. He says, and Duplantis is coming along. Duplantis' tight image is sticking with him tonight. I love it. I love Brian's play. So we've got Kings versus the all-in of Jack 7 versus 8-7. Three-way action, one player all in, $403 in the pot. Any further betting is going to be on the side. Flop comes out, Jack 10-3. The best possible outcome for Chris. He's flopped 4 to the flush and a pair of jacks. He's looking for 2 pair. Duplantis is looking for a gut shot 9. $403 in the pot. And we only have a $50 bet. That might be enough. He's getting 8-1 on his 9-1 now on his call, and he does make the call. He's looking for the 9. A 3 on the turn is no help to anybody. I bet you Mr. John's going to milk it a little bit more. His play is new to us, so we're not exactly sure. He bets 50. Brian does call the 50 again, looking for a 9 and a 9 only. A deuce does not give him what he needs, but it does put 3 spades out there. Check, check. Chris does not get there with his flush draw. Brian mucks his cards. And John, welcome to Midland, Texas, is going to pull in a pot of $603. Very nice. There's no greater than feeling than stacking up all those chips and look at all those that were just pushed over there. 1,500 for Basil, 1,200 for Brett and Tim, 784 for John. Robert's got 675. Duplantis is down a little bit, 492. And then you got Lewis and Andy right behind. So we got a straddle out there. Brett raises to 18 with King, Queen offsuit. Andy makes the call with Ace 7 of diamonds. Tim makes the call Ace 9 offsuit. Brian's playing tonight. He may make this call. John looks down at 10-9. He folds it. Duplantis looks down at it again. He may. Oh, nope, he's not. He button straddled. He started the action, so he's going to call the $12 raise. His queen is dominated, but his 4 is live. 4-way action. $72 in the pot on a 1-3 game. Flop comes out 5-4-5. That's exactly what Duplantis is looking for, and I guarantee he's going to bet at least $50. Pot's $72. It checks all the way around to Brian. He's grabbing some chips. He didn't grab enough. He's 55. 55 is the bet. And that's gonna be enough to take it down. Oh no, just kidding. We are always a liar. Brett makes the call. He's wanting to suck out on him, or maybe make a play. I bet you he's calling this to make a play. Heads up action, or heads up 3 ways. Turn card comes out a deuce. It's going to go check, check, check. King on the river is going to give Brett the winner. And it checks all the way around. And King, Queen shows King, Queen, 5, 5, King for 2 pair. And he's going to pull in a $237 pot. Bad Beat is alive on the 1-3 Hold'em table. It is alive. There's over $7,000 in the Bad Beat pot. Going to be a nice payday to somebody. All right, cards coming out. On to the new hand. So, 5 players. What's up, Lindsay Lou? Into the boo.
Just gonna say hi. My dad wanted me to come say hi for some reason.
Alrighty. 5 players in the pot. $15 in there. 6-5 versus 10-8 versus Ace-3 versus Queen-3 versus King-5. Flop comes out Ace, Queen, 7. Pair of aces takes the lead. Action's over to Robert with a pair of aces. He's going to lead out with $6. John's going to make the call with Queen 3, second pair. I think that's going to be all the action we have in the pot. Unless John gets a little bit sticky. Turn card comes a 10. Check, check. River card comes a deuce. That's going to give the check mark to Mr. John. First time on the live stream.
Okay, I'm leaving. I'm not gonna say hi.
Well, hello.
I'm tired. It's nap time for sure. It's like a mouse.
I don't know.
And it's a mouse pad and a notepad.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay, I'm leaving because I'm bored. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Good night, y'all. Enjoy
Good
watching.
night, Lindsay.
Enjoy commentating.
So we've got the infamous raise 10x to 30 with Queen Jack. 8-5 makes the call. Action's now on Brett. Did you already tell Brett to read his cards? Brett's going to 3-bet it to $105. Luis with ace king suited. Action is now on him. We've got a little pot building. If he makes this call, Robert may make the call. And he does push the action. So we've got ace king suited versus ace king suited. Robert already makes the fold. Brett does make the call. So we have an all in and a call. Flop comes out 2 clubs. It's going to be a chop chop. Chop, chop. As you can see in the background there, that picture on the wall of Mr. Bo, he dominated our last big event, winning 3 of them. VPIP, Brian Duplantis, voluntarily put into the pot 72%. Basil's dropping down to 40. This hand's playing out pretty quick. We're on hand number 55. Oh. Looks like somebody's sitting down in seat 1. I guess Chris is back. All right. All the way to the river. 7 on the river. Gives the King 8 the check mark. Yes, sir. Welcome into the booth, Mr. Decker. He holds WPT Steps number 3 ticket, correct?
Yeah, are we playing $1 and $3 hold'em here? Or are we
Man,
playing?
I don't know. At Kojaks, anytime you're playing a cash game, there's going to be action. And by the looks of it, with 3 or 4 stacks over $1,000, Basil's already over $1,500. Duplantis' opening raise was 12 to 14x.
Yeah, every time. If you don't have a hand worth 35, you
Yes.
gotta know.
Man, and there's some gambling, there's some big bluffing going on. Just so you know, when you go back and watch this, there's some big bluffing going on out there.
I've probably laid down a winning hand a couple times.
You've
I'm
laid
too
down the
conservative.
winning hand twice. Brian's folded gut shots 2 times and they've hit on the next street. So here we are on the next street. Button moves around. It's on Mr. Tim. He's got the $6 button straddle out there. Action's going to start on Basil. Nope, just kidding. Action is 6. Action is on Basil. Button straddle. Duplantis does his typical 12x raise. Raises to $35 with ace-9 offsuit. Chris right behind with the Kojak suited calls. Basil's going to fold the 75, as does Luis with the 7-3. John is set mining with pocket 3. So we're going to be 3-way action in a 1-3 game. $109 in the pot pre-flop. Flop is going to come out. Deuce, 4, 6. Pocket 3s is looking good right now. Brian's going to C-bet with $55.
So aggressive.
Mr. Duplantis is very aggressive. It pays off a lot for him because he does force, if somebody's got ace-6, he forces them to fold right here.
I know one time I probably had a pair. And he didn't have anything, but there was everything out there. And
He
I just
did not have
laid it
anything.
down. Okay.
Yeah, he did not have it that time. And I do like this. John does make the call. That's going to slow Duplantis down. A second diamond does hit the board. Actions on John. He does check. Brian's going to D-bet, and he's going to bet at least 80 on this one. He bets $115. That makes every card's an overcard of pocket 3s except for the deuce. Let's see. John's a new player at Kojak, so let's see if he can pick up on this. And he is not going to lay it down. Holy cow. I wish I had an applause sticker right here because we would have the applause. Oh, he might.
I think everyone at the table knows that he's been just betting out a lot. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point. It's just, do you have what it takes to call him?
Yes. Can you call knowing that there's 3 overcards? And he lays it down, and Mr. Duplantis, he commits highway robbery once again, and he's done that time after time again. Chip count, Duplantis is growing back up to $684. He's in for a little over $700. Basil's your big winner right now, sitting back with that Superman shirt. His chips, though, have started to collect a layer of dust because they are locked down
Is he
right
just
now.
Not getting cards, or is he going conservative?
Well, in his defense, he has not gotten anything. He's been getting King 4, Jack 3. I mean, just crazy stuff like that. Button is now on Basil, putting the big blind on Robert. First action is going to be on John. Under the gun, look down at Queen 6, and he's going to make that call.
The dude in the WPT hat,
Luis?
when he goes back and watches, I just had a flush draw. I'm pretty sure he turned over a pair, and I was like, well, we'll just not talk on this one.
Yes, he showed a pair. You got away with that one. Tim looks down at the Kojak suited. And I just heard her say all in, but I don't know where. Chris is going all in with 9-4 of clubs. Mikey, you have to back it up because Tim's in the hand. Oh, man, we got a pot brewing at Kojak's. Can anybody call this? I think the only 2 that are capable of it are Robert with ace-8 suited, Brett with ace-4 suited, and Tim with king-jack suited. Tim does not want him and Robert to call because his hearts are hurting. Brett's got ace-4 of clubs. He does let it go. Tim makes the call, though. So we're going to be heads up. We have an all-in 9-4 versus king-jack. Tim's going to like it when he sees Chris's 9-4. And they're both showing. So it's 9-4 versus king-jack. Flop comes out Jack 3-3. He needs running 9s or running 4s to win, and he does not get there. Look at these hearts coming out. And 2 players folded. Oh, no, Tim hits the flush. Who folded the nut flush? Who was it? Robert. Robert had the nut flush, ace-9 of hearts.
I think so.
And he folded that. It's a pretty neat little setup, isn't it?
Yeah. Is there any chance we're doing step 3 like this?
Would you like to?
I don't know if the other players would. I would.
Hey, well, I see no problem.
Six-handed.
Yeah, 6-handed. We could definitely do it.
Oh, look at me. I'm just down there dying.
Oh, all it takes is one double up. That's $552 on one double up.
I almost, when I go back to that one hand with the king, I had the king 7. It was off suited, and we were getting. I was having issues because I wanted to straddle on top of the straddle, and they're like, you can't. And I was like,
You can straddle on top straddles.
they said I could put money out there, but it wouldn't be a straddle. So I just,
Oh, was it a button straddle?
yeah.
Okay, button straddles takes
Yeah.
precedence.
And so I got frustrated. I called, and then we had a raise, and then I just couldn't pull the trigger, and I would have won with a pair of kings. And
So forward straddles, you can go as far all the way back to the button. Mississippi straddles, they take precedence only on the button.
well, the only thing we're really getting is the button straddle right now, because at first I was like, yeah, let's do the.
Yeah.
One guy put 6.
I saw you
I'll-
put 12. I saw you
Yeah.
put 12.
I love doing that. It can go all the way around. But
Yes. So we got Jack 4 suited, King Deuce suited, Ace 4 suited, Ace 3 off, 9-7 off, and Queen 4 suited. A lot of people looking for flushes out here. Board comes out with 2 spades. That gives Brian the nut flush draw and almost a 50% lock on this
he's
hand.
gonna fire away.
John is in the lead with a deuce, though, from what I see.
Well, he got a pair of 3s and 10.
Oh, never mind. There we go. I see Ace 3. Oh, Brian leads out with just a quarter. Smaller bet this time. He bets a little under half
He's
pot.
got it. He barely bet.
Yes. And that's the tricky thing about him is he does switch it up like this. And it looks like John's going to make the call with a deuce. Ace 3 made the call. Nope, John's not going to make it. So we're going to be heads up. Pair of 3s versus a flush draw. A straight, no, just a flush draw. Brian's also got a 5 for an out for the wheel. An ace on the river. That's troublesome because that pairs Brian, but it gives Tim 2 pair. Brian fires out with $75.
Ooh, couldn't get it in quick
Tim
enough.
makes the call. Pot control right there. Deuce on the river. That's a trouble card for Brian because that gives him 2 pair and with a chance for the 10 to play. If somebody has ace 9, ace 8, ace 7, it does go check, check. Tim throws over a bigger 2 pair. Brian sees it. Gives the, oh, that's what he has face. Is he going to show his, oh, he is going to show his nut flush and will draw that missed. And Tim's going to pull in some more chips. Tim's up to $1.4 thousand. 218 chips headed his way. 115 chip profit. I talk a lot, don't I?
Yeah. How far are we behind on the stream?
30 minutes behind on the stream. So if you tune into the stream, it's going to be a 30-minute delay.
Okay.
We do that so players cannot watch live what other players have.
That's good.
Got a big hand in the making here. Ace queen, ace jack. The Dolly Parton suited. And Basil's in there. He'll be folding when the 22 gets to him. I could see Chris making this call. He already made the call.
Oh, Brian's got ace queen. This might get crazy.
Yes. Brian's picked up some big hands.
Let an ace or a queen hit. Let's just watch the fireworks.
Yes. Flop comes out. King 4, 5.
9-5.
Only person that hits a piece of that is Chris. And Luis bets it like he's already got ace king. He leads out with $35. I don't think anybody can call that.
Yeah, Brian to fold. That's a big.
Yeah. Chris is counting out chips. He may be making the call. I'd love to see a shove. I just like to see action sitting in the booth. I don't root against anybody.
Yeah.
Root for it. Well, I
Well,
take
it's
that
more
back.
entertaining.
I root for people when they have 5-3. 5-3 is my hand. I root for them. That's the winning hand at Kojaks. And he does make the call. So Luis is drawing slim, 5-1 to lose his hand. He's looking for an ace jack only. Turn card a queen. Brian would be in the lead. Somebody else had ace queen also. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Luis. No, Luis didn't.
The other two, it was Brian and I can't remember who else.
And it checks there. A 3 on the river.
Do you have it with the 5s?
Chris checks. I would love to see Luis bet, but he doesn't. He surrenders. Pair of 5s is going to win it. King, queen, 5-9.
Those ace queens would have chopped.
And he only flips over one. The dealer does let him know you have to have 2 cards to win. Pre-flop raise percentage. Brett and Robert are leading at 25 and 23%. Tim is sitting at 6%. 6%. He does like to do a lot of calling, doesn't like to get himself in trouble. So we've got the button. Brian's getting his small blind out. Got a little dealer change. Ricky P coming in.
Oh, I might win a hand now.
Yeah, you better run.
Ricky, well, I'm fixing to be the big blind. Ricky's
Oh, yeah.
the only dealer that I think I've won with when it's come to showdown.
Yes. Showdown percentage. Let's see where how many times you've gone to showdown. You have gone to showdown 16% of the time. You're down just $154. That's just a small win to go.
And honestly, I come here for the fun. I really love playing cards. If y'all had just a $5 tournament, I would show up and play.
Show up and play. We may have to get some of those small tournaments going, some sit and goes going for you guys.
Well, I like the turbos you got.
This Monday Night Turbo is a lot of fun.
It's just I thought, oh, $1-3, I'll play that, and then I get out here and it is not.
It's a huge 1-3 game, isn't it?
Yeah, this is not like any. I've played these in Vegas. They're not this big. That's why when I bet 6 one time, I'm like, oh, you mean a normal bet for a 1-3 game?
Yes.
Oh, there he goes.
All right. 6 to play. We've got a button strap. 5-3. Don't fold it, Chris. Oh, 5-3 would be the winner. 5-3 is always the winner.
I gotta wait for the hand to end, right?
Yeah, you got to wait for the hand to be over. You can't go out with any live cards. Well, I just saw kings on Robert's hand.
Oof.
All right, 3-way action. 5-4. I like it. Ace-6, not so much. It's got the over, but I love the kings that we see. Flop comes out, ace, queen, queen, and the ace takes the lead. Action's on Lewis. He is going to continue. No, he did not raise it. Robert's going to fold this. He knows his aces are beat. If anybody holds a queen or a king, he's beat. Robert is very patient, very diligent, and he's going to make the call and make a liar out of Charlie. Heads up, ace-6 versus kings. The ace is in the lead. Flop a queen, queen, ace. Turn card coming out. It is an 8. Lewis is going to continue to bet one more time. Oh, no, check, check. They make a liar out of me every day. $134 in the pot. Deuce comes on the river. It's nada. And it's going to go check, check. And Robert does not check it. He bets 75. He's trying to get paid off here. He thinks maybe his king is good. And he may get that weak ace to fold because there's an 8 and a deuce on the board. If for any reason Robert held ace-10, he'd win. But Lewis does make the call. And Robert's going to pull in a $284 pot on a 1-3 game. $159 profit. Mr. Andy, get out there. It's your big blind.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, win big, brother.
I'll try.
And just like that, Mr. Decker's heading back out to play. He is one of our WPT Steps 2 winner. He is heading into step number 3, waiting on that tournament coming up right in the 1st of August. We'll be sending one player to the Seminole Hard Rock in Florida. They get a main event voucher. Since we're partners with the WPT, they get a $3,500 main event voucher, a $5,500 Steps National Championship entry, $1,000 spending cash, and hotel and accommodation and air. I mean, how else better can you have it? Gentleman sitting down right there in seat number 3 is Mr. Andy. He was in here with us. He just wanted to check out and see how the live stream worked. And first to act, the Jack 9 suited Mississippi straddle. 6 to play. Chris does make the call of the 6. Actions on Brett with ace king. He is going to raise it up. $33 is the raise, an 11x raise from the big blind of 11. Andy's going to make a fold. Tim's going to make a fold. Luis is going to fold. Robert with same hands gone. John's gone. And just like that, action's back over to Chris. I can see Chris making this call. He's got a powerful hand. Heads up action. Jack 9 versus Ace King. Both suited. Flop comes out. Ace King and 2 spades. Brett flops top 2. Chris flops a flush draw. The third nut flush draw. And he leads out with $6. $72 in the pot. He bets 6. And Brett's going to raise him up. Raise $56, and Chris snap calls. Turn card comes a 5. No help, a red 5. Chris is going to lead out with $6. Brett just makes the call. He entices him into just a call. Will it pay off? And it does pay off for him. It does pay off for him. He hits the flush. Because he did not raise right there. And you can hear in the microphone, Brett says, this is unreal. I cannot believe that $6 bet worked twice. Had Brett raised it to $100 right there, he may have called, but that would have been that would have been a rough call because Chris only had $170 in his pocket. Right there. Chris is up to $405. Luis $505. Robert $517. Brian $522. John $626. Brett, Tim, and Basil are all over the $1.2 thousand barrier. Bring it. We're about to be joined in the booth with Mr. Alex Cruz and Mr. Dante Larson. They're going to come in and give a little talkie time. Moving a chair over for them to have a seat to sit in. Oh. What's up?
What it do?
What it is.
What the business is.
All right, we are on Facebook. Is Cruz coming?
Alex. Oh, okay.
All right.
Hold on. I need to use
So we've got Queen Jack 6-5 suited, Jack 10 offsuit, 9-4 offsuit. He does make the fold. So welcome out to Kojak's where we have a 1-3 table. The opening raise is 11x most of the time. Will you push that door shut? So we had an opening raise to $32. You can come in.
I'm away from my coffee.
Oh, okay. Flop comes out 5, deuce 8, 5 deuce 8. Robert hits his pair of 5s. Queen Jack and Jack 10 are way behind on this. Kojak's players, we're now got Big Red and root beer in the fridge for you guys. Luis pulls in that pot with 6-5. $159 headed his way. Or sorry, Mr. Robert, $74 profit. And just like that, the button makes its orbit around the sun. We've seen some up and down. Mr. Duplantis was up to 1,200 at one time. He is sitting right about 487. 500 was his buy-in. John's first time out here. We got the Mississippi straddle going. Welcome back to the booth, Mr. Cruz.
Hello. It smells like fruit in here.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
So Mississippi Straddle with the opening bet being, once again, almost 12x with pocket jacks. Queen 10 makes the call. 74, the Clyde makes the call. I like Brett's hand. I'm rooting for it because it's Clyde's hand.
Easy 3-bet there. Easy
Yes.
3-bet.
What's going on? What's going on?
We got the Clydester on the button,
We've got Jack Deuce
Seven,
made
four,
the
seven.
call. Jack Deuce made the call.
aka Choctaw Nuts.
Yeah, the Choctaw Nuts Izzies.
If you never
Flop comes out King 7-7.
Oh, my goodness.
And the Clyde holds true.
Hey.
Clyde's hand hits it. This is a message from above.
is a message from
Brett's is in
above.
the lead.
What did you think? I played this hand 3 times in the last week. I 3-bet every time and I won. Every time.
7-4 is the new Kojak's Nuts. It can trump the Charlie 5-3. We've got a bet 55 with the pocket jacks. Brett just makes the call. He slow plays this.
Very nice smooth call. Very nice.
I like this. Brett has been playing really good tonight.
There's only one J left.
Oh!
Come on now!
Oh, 2 OP. 2 OP. The Clydester's 2 OP.
So,
Oh
now
my
with
goodness.
quads, you can't bet here. You have to let them hit something. You pray they hit a jack on the river. He doesn't.
I love it. You stab.
So
and
it's
give up.
check. Brett can't fire too much. $259 in the pot
What
on
do
a
you think?
1-3 game.
$80 maybe.
Is he out of position? I just hopped
And
in,
he
guys.
bets 101 and gets the snap call, and he shows the Clyde.
Shows the goods.
And the 7-4 from Mr. Clyde Hinton pulls in quads and a $461 pot.
R.I.P.
Lewis
Big
has got to
Papi.
step up.
He's so shook up he left the table. Look, he's leaving. He's like, fuck.
So your new chip leader is Mr. Brett at $1,500. He just broke even, ladies and gentlemen. Just broke even. He's in for 3 buy-ins of 500. That is the max buy-in, and he just broke even.
Poor Luis.
Oh, he is racking up his chips. And so we have a seat open, and I think Braxton's going to be the next one.
Oh, be done.
A new challenger approaches. No?
Very
Absolutely.
nice.
Oh, okay.
So, once again, we have Mr. Dante and Baby Boy Cruz in here.
Hold on,
BBC.
hold on.
Mr. Buckets
Please,
and BBC.
please refer to me by my poker name, Mr. Buckets.
Mr.
Accordingly,
Buckets?
yes, sir.
Mr. Buckets?
Mr.
Buckets
Buckets.
of Bluff?
Dante is my government. it's Mr. Buckets. As in everything I do is a bucket.
Hey, he be shooting.
All right,
Let me
so
t-
back to action. Basil looks down, shaking the dust off his chips since he won that $1,200 pot. He does. He makes the call of the Mississippi Straddle, and we're going to have a pot brewing here. We've got 8s versus 6s already. Nobody with a card above
anybody
8.
raise?
8-6-4.
Where-
8-6-4.
Where's the aggression?
You'll see it here in a
Hey,
minute.
they're taking it easy.
10 deuce makes the call.
Are
7-5
these guys
makes
French?
the check.
Are these guys French?
They're
They're so
6
passive.
players,
I don't
$36 in the pot. Flop comes out. All big cards, 18 ace. First to bet's going to be the first to win, and I bet that will be Brett.
I bet it won't be. Charlie, let's put a side bet on it.
Basil bets 10.
Basil? Oh, I would never expect that from Basil. Though.
Well, you got to give him credit for an ace right
He's
there.
got that image though,
You gotta
and
give
he
him
knows
credit.
it. See, Basil's a lot.
Sixes
Basil's
makes
a
the
lot
call.
more complex than you think. Chris is cold. I don't know.
Mr. Tim is racking up some chips.
He's like, let me make it. Basil has a king.
Oh,
if I
seat
make
change.
a 6, I get the whole thing. Yeah, you gotta get position on Basil. I mean, he's crazy. He's wild. You gotta make sure you.
He's got
keep
that
the
in
tiger
him,
in the
for sure.
cage.
Hey, that dealer right there.
8s versus 6s going to the turn.
We need a 6.
6.
I'd like to see an ace.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's still a troublesome card for the 6s to make a call.
It really does nothing.
Basil, check.
They're both.
Ooh,
gonna check.
nice
Oh.
bet by Chris. Oh, he checked back.
Yeah, they checked.
I thought he threw in some chips.
He bet on the river.
Oh, yeah.
Which way
Ace
is
on the
it?
river, and it's going to be a chop pot.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. I like it.
Hey, that dealer right there.
Right there,
That's what it
six.
is. That dealer.
I don't know who that is. You don't know.
All right, that guy right there in seat 8 is Mr. John. He's a brand new member.
Well, hello. Thank
Welcome,
you.
John.
Yes, welcome. If you know. Hat on me right now. I'll buy it. Any hat he wants. Tell him. No, tell that to Ricky
A
right
gift from Mr. Buckets
now.
himself.
Tell it. Tell him. and I want him to put it on the stream.
Hey.
Go grab it for him.
Any hat.
Go grab it for him. We'll give you the.
I hope he doesn't have a big head because I can only fit the snapbacks. If you have the fitted ones, yikes! It's tough.
All right, so action moves around. Mr. John sets down.
Oh, so Braxton did enter.
Is he in seat 6?
If y'all don't know,
Seat 4.
Braxton is the tournament go. Well, besides Billy, of course.
Well, he's now the second winningest person.
Billy
Billy
is?
took it over. Billy took over the wins.
Hey, if you're at a table with Billy, just stay out of his way, man. I've tried. I failed.
Huh? Billy ain't that good. I started on him 3 days ago. You were in the bathroom.
Fuck comes
though.
out 9-8-5.
Yeah.
That gives Basil top 2 pair.
That's so sick, dog.
That gives John middle pair. But Chris does have the nut flush draw.
Hey, this is gonna get spicy right here. I love these. I
What
love these
would you
type of
do?
situations.
What'd you do with the nut flush? Would you raise there?
WWDD. What would Dante do?
9-8-5.
Basil raises it up. John leads out with 25. Chris calls the 25. Basil
I might
raises
call
it
because
up
we got
to
we got backdoor
$60
straight
for top
draws,
2.
right? And I think I could maybe
I think
rep
John
a
will make the call
7-6.
right here. He's been a little bit sticky thus far. It's paid off for him so far. Let's see if it does here.
Good lord, that's so sick.
I can see Chris pushing. Chris has $389. Nope, he just makes the call. He's only got
I think
$354
John has some
left.
ideas. I feel like John wants to make a play.
John
on
has
a
been making some
heart
plays.
or
Queen or
seven.
jack on the turn.
Ooh,
No help
this
to
is,
anybody.
This is an
I think
interesting
if
card
ace
here.
10 here, I think I just leave
That's
it out.
open-ended straight draw
I
for
just-
Chris also now.
I would just rip it.
Yeah.
100 is the
Put it
bet
in-
from
put it in
Basil.
the toughest spot as possible.
I think Chris should just rip it here.
Yeah, John's got to fold here. Too many overcards, too many draws out there. All he has is ace with top kicker. He's looking to hit another 8 or an ace. His ace is dead though.
He hasn't played with Basil enough to know he's just never good here.
It's just a
And this is his second day here. Yesterday was his first day here. This is his first time to play live stream. He does not know Basil.
Yeah.
Now, Chris, what about Chris? Chris has $354. He just makes the call.
Oh,
He put in a third of his chips.
You gotta rip it there.
$395 in the pot
you
on a
put-
5 on the button.
Yeah, and you put hands exactly what Basil has in a tough spot.
I think we should just open. Yeah.
River card comes a 4 diamond, so Chris whiffs.
That's what happens when you flat.
Chris is first to act.
The Boca guys love aggression.
Check. And check to Basil. Basil's probably going to check right here, which he does. He shows his 2 pair. And Chris, as always, shows his cards face up.
Nice, yeah, well played by Basil. What's up with that hat though? Hey,
Hey, go get it and take it over to him.
You gotta make a guest appearance.
Hey, he's got it.
Man, pick
Make
out
it
the
good.
coldest
Josh,
one
hold
for
it.
our
Oh,
name,
you
boy.
right. You right.
Pick out the coldest one.
We got Mikey coming back here. Yeah, we got Mikey coming back. You're good. All right. So Mr. Dante is buying our brand new member a hat. Basil's leading the chip race out there. $1,700. Basil's up $1,200.
Good lord, that's so sick.
That's poker so sick, dog.
Good lord, these players flapping 2 pair.
Mr. Dante would like to buy Mr. John any hat, but there's a clause. He has to wear it on the stream. I like that.
Okay, cool. I got it.
Two of spades is exposed.
Okay. A rare mistake by Ricky. Bravo packages looks up to God, looks up to the Lord, but he doesn't realize he got
you fold
saved.
deuces
He
there?
got saved by the reveal because
Oh,
he was gonna
the
get
2 got
deuces.
revealed?
Yes.
Oh.
That reminds me that it was this high stakes poker episode. Dario was on there,
Uh-huh.
and the 4 it got exposed, but he didn't see it, and he calls a 4 bet for like or 3 bet for like 8K,
And you have pocket
it's-
fours?
it still drills. a
Oh,
4.
wow,
That
that's
was
sick.
it's funny as the audience. You're like, wow, no, what you can't call. But he was just staring on with his face. Okay, here we go. No one really gets much. Brian has a low and gutter. John's got a second pair.
I like 3 deuce. I like 3 deuce.
I don't think we'll see much
Brian's
fireworks.
gonna, if John bets, Brian didn't bet.
Yeah, I think-
figured
I think
John-
whoever
John
bets
should
just takes this down.
Never mind.
Oh, down.
Scratch that.
Robert.
Robert is in the lead, and Robert's going to bet.
For thin value. Ooh, nice little
Value
$10. Get called by that.
Is it 3 deuce calling?
No, the 6 has to call.
Oh, yeah, A6 called. I thought the 3 deuce called.
Ooh.
You know, every hand in poker is in fireworks. You know, despite what the highlight reels on ESPN would tell you.
That's why
You
it's
know?
called grinding,
Yeah,
man. There's those
exactly.
little spots that add up to make you a
Exactly.
better player
That's-
overall.
yeah,
Don't
everybody
forget.
can play the aces, the sets.
So
right?
this has to be one of the bigger 1-3 games I've seen around.
Oh, you think
Almost
so?
every pot is $150 minimum.
Nice.
Where else do you see 1-3 action like that?
Is it capped or is it uncapped?
It's 500 capped.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Look at that. He's already got the hat
There
on.
he is. There it is.
Yes.
He's
Thank you,
re-
Mr.
he's-
Dante.
He's repping the squad. It's
Look at
not-
this. Look at him.
it's
Look
not
at
a problem.
him. Even with the tag
Hey.
flying.
Look,
Oh,
hey,
he's showing
make
it
sure
off.
it's make sure it's fresh. Make sure they
Well
know it's
done.
fresh.
That's awesome. Thank you, Ricky.
He's like, some
Thank
man
you,
named Mr. Buckets got me this.
Exactly. He's about to wrestle. He's about to wrestle.
Hey, Ricky, let Mr. John know that was from Dante.
No, we don't need to do that. It was a gift bestowed to him by the poker guys, just like many have been bestowed upon me.
On us.
Yes. It was all.
So who was
it
the
was
big,
all
who was the
poker
big
guys.
winner last night?
It had been cool.
What'd you leave with?
It was you.
I don't know.
Don't need numbers.
Is
I
the
just
mic-
wanna know
are the
who
mic
big
on?
winner
I
Is the
is.
think,
mic
it was,
on?
I think it was me.
Is this a hot mic right now?
The hot mic.
That's a hot mic.
Who won big right?
IRS, if you're listening, these are false numbers.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna
Alex
say.
Cruz lost 10,000 last night.
Yeah. Uh huh.
So we got Jack 9 versus Queen 10, Ace 4, King 5.
Oh, I love the. Oh,
And
these are all spicy.
they're all in for
hands.
15. So $64 pre-flop, 4
I
players.
love King 5.
King
Yeah, I like
10,
Jack 9.
8.
Oh no. Well, okay.
Backdoor
you already
diamonds.
saw the flop.
Backdoor diamonds for Brett,
I
along with
said
the
that
open
before I
ended
saw the
straight draw
flop.
for Brett.
I would like to see a check raise for Brett here.
Oh, you're going to see it.
Come on, bro.
It checks to the button and you see bets.
We
I'm
got
check raising
$25
100%.
bet from Mr. John with
I
the
love
top
it.
pair, no
great,
kicker.
Great spot.
Call, and he
Come
makes the
on,
call
Brett.
with
He's
Queen
got a
10.
5. He beats King Deuce and King 3. Come on.
He does
Brett.
beat some hands out there. He's using that new hat power.
What is this?
It looks
See,
like a queen on the turn.
if you would have
Jack nine.
checked raise, bro,
Yahtzee.
Even more powerful.
you would have
now.
made more.
And he
but
checked
it's
it.
more
And he
cool.
checked it.
No, he's not. He gets more action.
Oh, because from Queen 10,
Yeah, can you not see?
I can see clearly.
I can see clearly now. The sky's there. Welcome to the booth, Mr. Mikey
He's coming to
Lopez.
collect. They're like
Yeah,
30.
yeah.
Brett raises it up. John
Hold
bets
on. I can
$50.
play
Brett's
this
going to
one
raise it
first.
up
'Cause,
all
back
in. No, just kidding. Brett did not raise it up all in. Andy raises it up all in. Brett's got the nuts right now. Well, the nuts on the board right now.
Effective.
Andy pushes all in, looking for a queen, a 10, and that's it for him.
Yeah.
John cannot call this. He's standing up.
There's no way.
I don't think there's any way he can call this.
Don't feel too good with that new hat
So
on.
he let out with 50. He let out with 50. Brett raised to 165. Andy's all in for 139. So he's got to call the 165. The only thing he can beat here is a bluff for a side pot, right?
He can. Yeah.
This is a very tempting spot because you know the raise is capped, right? So you always see a river. So you could talk yourself into a lot.
So he
of
does have
poor
all
calls
options.
here.
He has all options. Brett has no options.
Yeah, you could talk yourself into a lot of poor calls here, but if
Good
he's
fold.
exactly once I bestowed the hat upon him, there was no chance. There was maybe whatever he was wearing before, but
Andy's not going to like to see
Come on
this.
now.
When the cards are flipped up, Andy has 4 outs and he does not hit.
Yikes.
I got the hiccups again.
There you go.
Wrong
I had it
board
for
there.
50 minutes.
Good night.
And the rich get rich.
Seat open number 3.
Yeah, I think he might come back in. I'll go. and
Nope.
triple
He just
check.
said seat open.
Oh, okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know.
Dang, I should have played in this 1-3. Brett's killing it.
No, Brett's up $300. Basil's up
Oh,
$1,200.
Brett stunning on you. He won 9K and found him down. Hold him 2 weeks ago.
Mute that mic.
Have you done
Mute
that?
mic.
Have you done that?
What, made 9 Gs and...
Hold him. Five on him. Hold him.
Did you forget about 2 weeks ago?
500 max.
I won't say the
Uncle
numbers online.
Sam. Uncle Sam. I hope you listen.
Hey, we're trying to avoid Uncle Sam right now. Just playing. I pay my taxes like any other civilized person would.
I bet you paid more than Jeff Bezos paid last year.
That's correct.
That's true.
So Basil's spinning around, pulling his mask up. He's going to dust a bit of that dust off his chips.
How much can I get Basil to make me a custom mask?
Yes.
And also, I want some dreads too.
You gotta grow.
My hair doesn't grow anymore. Poker is
His
too
sister
stressful.
his sister puts them in.
Is she fine? Oh, hold it. Cut that out.
Cut that. Yeah, we're gonna edit that out. Good Lord, poker's so sick.
Raised to 14. I love the highly specific bet sizing. You could tell Basil's a veteran.
11 or 10?
We'll keep going.
Let's keep them running. I bet this has to be the most watched live stream.
You know, believe it or not,
It
we have
will
like-
be.
We have like
the
2
1-3s
viewers.
are the most insane watched.
Okay, hold on. All right, so we got Robert flopping the king high diamonds. Brian's got a deuce. Basil has 2 overs, and Brett has a 5.
So the dynamics of the game have just changed. The first hand that Braxton's going to be dealt in.
All right. Oh,
Braxton barely got dealt in?
So he hasn't been in yet.
Braxton hasn't played a hand yet.
He's waiting for the button.
I don't know what he was
What
waiting.
a nit.
Times must be tough.
Jesus.
King high flush gets there by
All
Robert.
right, flexing.
Check it, Robert. Come on.
The one thing about Mr. Robert, he never checks. He makes you pay to get.
Oh,
to
hold on. A new challenger approaches.
No, was he already? No.
It looks like Joseph. Is Joseph already there?
We got Dealer Joe, aka Joe Mama.
Joe is the next one in.
Oh, he just sat down.
Hey,
Hey, Joe don't waste no time.
Joe's cold, man.
Yeah.
He's cold. He tried to bluff me with 7 deuce the other day.
Yep.
It didn't get through, but still, I mean, he tried. NHMF. If y'all don't know what that means, it means nice hand, my friend.
He had the balls to hop in with us and that Friday night late game. Anybody come out?
So Joe
we
is in the
always play
game
until
for
at least
500.
6 a.m.
All right,
We got
welcome
time.
back. We've got 2 new players in the game, Mr. Braxton Dunaway and Dealer Joe is in the game. Dealer Joe, Braxton sets down with 500. Dealer Joe sets down with 500. So we've got 34, 44, 47. We've got over $6,000 on the. Huh?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Aggression frequency, Mr. John, new to the table's leading that, but Braxton's name is about to be at the top of the list. He is going to be super aggressive on this, especially he bought in for 500. There's over 6,000 on the table
Get him, Braxton. Get him.
on a 1-3 in
6,000?
with a capped $500 buy-in.
Boy, hold on. Let me get in this.
Chips, please.
How many people on the list?
Let me look.
Mr. Bucket's about to go to the arena.
We got a Mississippi straddle from now on. Shall be
I'm-
known as a Midland
shit.
straddle of 6.
They said I can't get. I'm wearing a tank top. They said I can't play with this.
You can play with a tank top on
They
there.
said I can't play with a tank.
We got
top.
3 people
I'll
on
let
the
him. I'll let
list.
him run. I'll let him run.
Chris Carter's next, and Artie is next.
Oh, we got 2 heavy
Big
hitters
C,
about to
Big
come
C.
in this.
Big
I
pop.
like seeing Chris Carter play. He's intriguing.
I wish we had audio on the table. It would be.
Yeah,
it would be much more valuable.
We need to get the players hooked up.
We have audio. We just have not turned it on yet. We will be mounting. You know the old live stream setup we have. We'll be taking that
Alex
down
knows
this
all
week or
about
next
mounting.
week. You know the PVC setup.
Okay.
We'll be taking that down. We'll be mounting. We ordered the mounting pieces for the ceiling. As soon
Okay.
as they come in, all that will be up,
Nice.
and then we will be live. We have one more camera we're setting up.
Oh hell yeah! All right, so we
Three-way
got 3
action.
ways.
I'm rooting
Ace.
for 5-3.
Of course, that should go to me.
But you're not going to get Braxton to
Uh,
fold an ace right here. And it checks. Braxton and the Jack 3 bets $35.
See, Braxton's
Braxton's
tricky.
he's trapping.
He's playing that tournament poker.
I'm a trapper.
He's gonna,
You
he's
know,
gonna
Braxton
call
is a
and then
really good
lead out.
tournament.
I'm a trapper. Braxton knows what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain. If you know, you know.
I'm a trapper.
An ace on the turn.
Oh, that's not a good hand for Chris.
Braxton needs to check it. Checks around. Braxton's trapping.
Oh, good job, Chris. Braxton.
What?
Let's see Braxton check.
Ooh, okay.
One more
the
time.
The 8 might save Chris.
Braxton's
here.
going to have to lead out right here.
I think Chris will probably check. He's gonna realize.
137 in the pot.
There's no
Braxton throws out $100. There's 2 aces on the board, so that slims the
I-
chance
I-
that Braxton could be holding.
I do like the fact that he makes this bet pretty big. A lot of his straight draws.
It
break
looks like a
out.
bluff.
Yeah. He 10-9, Queen 10, King 10, King.
Maybe 2 clubs after
Yeah.
after the turn.
Yeah, it's basically an 8 or nothing. I mean, the way the Braxton played it.
Excuse me.
Oh, good fold by Chris.
Chris is
Good
pretty
fold.
disciplined. Pretty disciplined.
Disciplined.
But he does, like earlier, he pushed with 9-4 clubs all in.
Hey, you gotta have a little spice in your life.
Chip count. Brett's at 1.8. That he's up 300. Basil's 1.7, up 1,200. Tim's at 1.3, up 800. Robert's at 685. And I could not read the rest of them fast enough.
Hey,
My reading skills have deteriorated. Excuse me, in my old age. Braxton's up $82.
Oh, good start.
Mr. Chris in seat 1 is down 546. Robert is down 615, and Brian Duplantis is now down $383.
I never hear those words. Robert and Brian being down.
No.
I never see them lose.
Every time I walk in the poker room,
Say
first
again?
person with the blue chips
It's Brian.
Duplantis.
Yeah, Duplantis has like 4 Gs every time we walk in.
I know.
It's like,
Seriously.
I don't know how he does it. I mean, I know how he does
It's
it.
only
So Tim under the gun is going to look down. He's
What's
at
going on?
75 unsuited. 75 unsuited's in the muck. Robert calls with pocket 9s, possibly to raise later.
2 Ninas.
Brian, with his typical 12x raise, raises up with King Jack, the Kojak suited.
Oh, I mean,
I
this
can
is-
see.
Tight fold by Joe.
So Robert usually, if it wasn't Brian, Robert would have 3-bet right here.
You think
Braxton
so?
calls with
You think so?
yes, but because Brian's been so aggressive, he's probably just going to make the call.
We'll just let that go. But all right, man, back.
wait, what?
Huh? No, it's not a problem.
He lets Brian dig the hole.
Has he been 3-betting him? Like check 3-betting him?
Okay, no.
Brian's been super aggressive.
You play.
Yeah, Brian's.
Oh
been
my
super
goodness!
aggressive in
Look at
this.
this.
No.
But
Oh,
look, 2
oh
hearts.
no!
It's going.
hearts.
Braxton's
Oh, no.
not folding here.
Oh my.
Oh,
And
God.
look at
God.
Brian. Brian's
Oh
got
no!
King
It's
Jack
ready.
buckets.
It's all in 3. This is sick. It's
So
gonna get all in
Brian,
3 ways.
Brian leads out with $110. Action Braxton is next. He just makes the call. This is where Robert's going to shove it.
Look at that Hollywood.
Robert shoves
we
all
all
in.
know how this one's gonna.
Robert's all in for $650. Braxton's already getting his chip. You can't go out of the room until the hand's over, Dante. Yeah, you gotta wait for the hand to be over. Yeah, I thought you were walking out. You're getting up ready to fight this hand.
This is,
right now.
this is live, right?
Yeah, this is live.
I was gonna
They're,
get
they're
some-
on a 30-minute delay out there.
Okay.
We are live in here.
I was gonna get some water.
You gotta wait for all cards to be out. So we have all in.
Oh!
Robert's looking.
He
for the
goes.
ball. Does not
Oh my
happen.
goodness!
Duplantis pulls in a $1,600 win.
That's
Hey,
$1,600 pot.
That's what we call clean living. Clean living, baby.
oh man, poor Robert.
Shout out.
So Duplantis does have the smallest stack. So he's
Hey,
gonna
average
win,
size
he's gonna
stack,
win
right?
the interior pot. Braxton is gonna win anything that's left over, and that's unfortunate for Robert, who's a pretty snug player. He does not hit what he was looking for. Does not hit his boat.
That ain't clean living right there.
Oh man, that's so dirty.
Poor Braxton.
Let's go, Brian. Brian, you know, he's such a respectable guy.
Yeah, Duplantis
Always
is a
nice.
great man.
No matter winning 5K, down 5K,
Braxton's
which
gonna have
has never happened.
$380
Yeah.
on the side pot that's gonna be pushed his way. And it's going to leave a little bit of money left over in Robert's stack, about 103 left in Robert's. Give me water. That was dirty.
That was sick.
You know, in here we never excuse me, we never ever root for anybody to lose, anybody to win.
Oh, I
Unless
do.
it's Miss Nancy. We root for Miss Nancy to win just because she's super sweet lady.
Uh-huh.
But we root for action. I had the dang hiccups for an hour earlier.
We root for action, but deep down, I want a particular person to win.
So Duplantis stacks up his newfound $1,200 stack.
The good guys win.
That puts 4 players over $1,000. 4 players are over $1,000.
Oh, boy. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
You won't see action like this anywhere else, folks.
And so, let's look down at the numbers.
Here we go. Next hand's out. Where are the cards?
VPIP, 56% for Robert, 46% for John.
All right, I'm gonna go with King 5 off. He's gonna dump that, of course. John Ace 10. He'll probably like to play. Let's see. I'd like to see a raise here. But let's see.
What was the raise to?
Oh, somebody raised.
Yeah, I believe it
from
was
Joe or from Braxton?
No, I believe it was John. He's +1 with an Ace 10.
Oh, it's from Braxton.
Oh, here comes. Oh, Basil has the Zubia.
All right, Ace Jack, Ace 10, 8-5 suited, and 9-4. Flop comes out King 8-3. No help to anybody, but Braxton is betting. Braxton's going to win it with this bet.
Most likely.
Basil's not going to call 30.
Yeah.
So sick, dog. Look at this.
Why does Basil have his? Why does he have his phone in his hand?
Hey, you can have your phone on the table.
Oh, okay.
You can have your phone now?
You can have your phone on
Yeah,
the table. What new
it's
table?
been a while since I
When
played.
did y'all allow this?
It's been a while
On the new
since I
table?
played on a stream. Cause you know,
Why at the new table?
I let
It's
other
the
people
blockers.
get to shine.
Has what blockers?
It has the blockers.
What kind of blockers?
The RFID blockers.
Oh, nice. Oh, just in case they're using the phone to read.
Shout
Look
out,
at him checking
hey,
that hat out. He's
Shut-
enjoying that hat.
Shout out Mike Postle.
Yeah.
Don't come. Hey, don't try to shit around here.
Don't come around here.
No cussing.
Ooh.
Yeah. What?
Watch your profanity.
Look at him.
Ooh, he's smelling it too. Look at him.
It smells brand new, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he made
We
that.
do have scissors,
That's why
ladies
he
and
made
gentlemen,
that.
but he is choosing to
Gotta read.
bite it off.
I'm never good here.
It's 18
All right. Welcome back. John's going to look down under the gun at the Kojak. As soon as he sees that, oh, he didn't even look at his cards. He just calls.
What a baller.
Duplantis makes the call.
How
Chris
inspirational.
calls. Brett folds. Braxton's going to raise it. 25 to act now. 25 to act. This is what makes Braxton so dangerous at the table. There's no telling. He could raise with pocket twos, 2-3, 2-9. In this case, it's ace 10. John's going to make the call to 20-25. Brian's going to make the call. And that I think that's going to force Chris to fold. Three-way action going into the flop, $60
All
in the pot.
dudes.
Three-way to the flop, all dudes.
If you're from around here, you know how it is.
Queen,
I would say
10.
that.
Braxton flops, second pair, top kicker. Nobody's holding the queen. John flops, open-ended to Broadway. And Brian's just got nothing.
Oh!
Broadway.
Uh-oh.
Drilled it.
Now this is trouble.
This could
A
be
queen, a 10, or an ace completes
This
Braxton.
could be troublesome.
Braxton 17% to win. He's got 5 outs out of the remaining cards.
He's going to peel and then
$50 bet.
Oh, did he just...
Did he double Braxton folds.
Braxton is.
What a beast.
I wish we could have a river
I've been
king.
trying to tell y'all, Braxton is cold.
That was sick.
He only has
When Braxton
he
wants to
only
play,
has
he can.
230.
When Braxton can play.
SPR 2-1. Don't
That's
look that
sick.
up.
What's
That was-
SPR? What's SPR?
The stack to pot ratio.
Okay.
Is that It's just an excuse to put your chips in, man.
So that would work well for the players here for them to learn that term, right? To learn that term, stack to pot ratio would work for them because they already put their chips in.
It just helps you
I don't know.
navigate in some situations.
Yeah, it's more of a tournament thing.
So there, we got the Mississippi straddle down, $6. Fight just broke out in the booth. We're having a good time. Get some air flowing.
Yo, that was tough. I don't even think Alex would have made that fold.
All right, so we've got a raise to $100. Raise to $100 with Queen 10 from Braxton. Braxton raises it up. Pocket threes does fold, so Braxton's going to pull in a pot just that easy. That's how easy the game is here. Raise, call, re-raise to 100, and the hand is over. So Mr. Chris has gone to showdown 46% of the time. He has not been so successful. Basil, on the other hand, has been to showdown 35% of the time. I think he's won every one of those.
I wouldn't doubt that.
So, in the chat, if you have just now joined us, hi, Miss Marlon Monroe. Oh, Basil saying hi to some of his fans tuning in to watch him.
Good Lord.
Who is that, Basil? Please tell us.
Marlon Monroe? Monroy. Sorry, I'm saying it wrong.
Monroy.
Next hand, we are on hand number
One of the many
75.
ladies of
Hand number 75. Mr. Chris is going to be under the gun, and I think Brett's going to raise this one. I'm just going to throw this out there. I bet you $1 Brett raises it.
I'll bet you $2. You're $1 to my $2.
I bet you $3.
Oh, all right.
Pay up.
I'm down $1 to Dante.
Ship it.
What did he fold? Let's see.
I'm gonna frame that $1.
Joe raises to $12 with 10-7 suited. Joe is. We're gonna call him.
Joe Mama.
No, let's think of something good.
Action Joe.
Action. I can't say action.
Jose.
Action.
Now say action Jackson.
Action Jackson.
I can't say that. My dad couldn't say statue. He says statue.
People say I say sandwich. Weird. Sandwich.
You put emphasis on the second syllable.
Sandwich. Yeah.
You gotta say sandwich.
So here we
My
go.
head's
Raised to
still
$12. We've got
flashing.
23 callers, 7 from table 5, 7 players in the pot.
There's a lot of clubs in this hand, but we all know.
I'm rooting for
Club,
Braxton.
we all know clubs make the most flushes, so I'm sure it's gonna be.
Flop comes out, Jack, 8, deuce. That puts Jack, Queen in the lead.
Amen.
However, Queen is not dead. Ace, deuce got a piece of that. 8-3 got a piece of that. 10-8 got a piece of that. So everybody but the Ace 6 has an ace. Yeah, Ace 6 is the only one that does not have a piece of that. 10-8 or 10-7 has a gut shot to a straight. Everybody else has a piece.
It's a party and everyone's invited.
It's a party,
So
but Tim has to go home.
I mean, he can watch. He can hold the camera, I guess.
Braxton leads out with $35. Action folds around to John. He makes the call, looking for runner. Nothing's funner.
Very optimistic.
Duplantis is going to make the call. He could raise it.
I mean, it's Brian. He knows what to do.
I'd like to see Joe right here pop it up.
That'd be sick. I wouldn't hate that play at all. It's raised with a
So
gut shot.
four-way
Me
action,
neither.
$224 in the pot. 1-3 game once again.
I think the lead changes on this turn. Somebody's getting there.
Watch it be a 3 of clubs.
Somebody. Oh my goodness, that would be
5 of
great.
clubs.
That'd be
Just as
crazy
bad.
because the 3 of clubs is in Bryce's hand.
Oh, that would be really wild.
But as we said, clubs make the most flushes,
And
and
there's-
what do we see? Club draw still gets there, even with
2 people have a club.
even with
Braxton's all
100
in.
clubs.
Braxton's all in.
Of course, he should be. It's the best play.
And you know Joe's going to snap it right behind him. Gut
And-
shot and the flush draw.
Now he's regretting not adding on more because I think if Braxton had topped up,
Yeah, he could.
he could
push off
get
a lot
Brian
of
to
jacks.
fold, and he's ahead of Joe. And
Brian
he just
makes
has
the
to
call?
fade. Yeah, Brian hates it.
That's going to
He
make Joe
hates
make
it,
the call.
but the money is too good.
Joe's going to have to make this call.
Remember, people always top up if you have the opportunity.
Joe
You
says
have
all
the-
in. Joe says all in, and this puts Duplantis in a weird position because Joe goes all in
Sure.
for 400 more. No wait,
No, it's like it's
it's two
283.
So it's 283 to call.
Yeah.
That's why I need you guys in here because I can't do math that fast. I can do pot limit math, but I can't do this.
Joe got some moves.
Look at Brian's face, like, huh? How much? Hey, we should just commentate for them.
If Brian,
Why?
if Brian
why are
folds
you putting
here,
that much in? Come on, dog.
if Brian
have a
folds
good
here,
hand.
this would be sick. This would be sick. Because Braxton could
But
scoop.
okay, SPR,
a
SPR,
massive pot.
SPR.
He could
283 for
He
1100.
could quadruple up.
Dante?
He could like 5x his stack.
Tell me,
with
tell
a,
me.
with an 8.
Tell me right here, SPR 283 to win 1100.
Yeah, it's very good odds.
It's like 5 to 1.
So you call it, right?
Four.
Do you call right here?
Yeah, he's only has to be good. If it's 5 to 1 or what is it, 4 to 1? No, it's like 5 to 1.
What was the initial action, Joe? So
Well, Joe just like limp. He like
I'm,
checked.
no,
call
I'm trying to
the
say
flop.
on the turn.
Scratching his
Once
head.
we got
Oh,
the
he
turn,
folds.
He checked jam.
Yeah, I mean,
Joe checked jam.
I can't blame.
He's gonna hate to see these cards.
I think River
especially
Bricks here and Braxton scoops
Deuce of
a
diamonds.
big one.
Deuce of diamonds.
I mean, he could hit a 10.
Five of diamonds.
Braxton
I was close.
scoops.
That's funny.
And Brian is going to be absolutely disgusted.
Oh, let's.
He's gonna
hey,
be disgusted.
Let's look up here. Let's look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
He's hurt. He's hurt. He's so hurt. I can't. I would be too.
He looks so upset.
I would be.
He's like, what
I can't
the-
blame him.
Look at him. Look at him pointing.
I can't blame him. I think I
Look at
dump
him.
it. I think.
Oh, man.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
so sick.
Oh, look at Braxton smiling at the camera.
Hey, I can't blame him. I think I dump it too,
Oh,
and I also have.
Look at him shaking his head.
Visceral reaction.
Oh, that is so.
You're-
He's so sick after seeing that. And of course, we're not rooting for anybody to win or lose. We
These
just like to see
spots
action.
are so rare in Hold'em where it's just people are just ripping in hands with. Everybody has a ton of equity, and top pair is like top pair 0 is good, and everything breaks out.
Mississippi Straddle, 6 on the button. Action's going to start with Duplantis in the small blind.
You can see the shock on his face. It's
So in bowling, there's a bowler named Chris Barnes, and he's got a terrible temper. And when he throws a good shot and doesn't strike, most of the time he rips those $100 shirts because you have to wear jerseys. I could see Duplantis ripping that shirt off after that.
Sometimes I understand how it is, but sometimes you're past the anger, and it's just.
It looks like Braxton's grabbing raisin chips. He just grabs a handful of chips and puts them out.
They always say play the rush, right?
Exactly.
Basil folds 8-7 suited. Tim's not going to be folding ace jack. John's not going to be
seat
folding
open.
2-9.
Seat open. What seat is Basil in? Seat open.
We just had an earthquake? What's up?
So it looks like Midland, Odessa just had an earthquake. It looks like it's going to be a fracking quake, 3.5 magnitude.
Oh, did you feel it? I didn't feel it.
And
either.
if you think you felt it in the poker room, that was just Duplantis' upsetness from the fold he just made.
Jumping up and down.
Is that crazy?
So we got 4 players, $141 in the pot. Flop comes out 6-6-3. No help to anybody on the table.
I just thought it was.
No help to anybody on the table. First to bet's going to be the first to win. In his action, Braxton is the aggressor, and he does throw out some money. He throws out $20. $20 bet. Tim does make the call with ace jack. Nobody's got any help except for Braxton with a flush draw.
Can never be too careful.
Can never be too careful.
Huh?
Heads up action, $181 in the pot on a 1-3 game. Jack on the turn gives Tim top pair and the lead over Braxton, a little over 5-1 to win this hand.
I'm not sure why Braxton didn't.
$50
see
is the bet.
this
Snap.
flop when
Yeah,
you
he
raise the
should've.
10-5 of spades
Ace of
and
spades.
you flop. Any
He's got that
real
tournament
equity.
mode on.
Why you?
River card comes out of 4 diamonds. Check to Braxton. Show and tell. Tim's going to show ace jack. Braxton's just going to say you win.
Yeah, good give up on him at least.
If you see bets flop, he just wins.
There's another new player we see in the back walking in, signed up today.
Oh, what's in there?
We had about 18 new players this weekend.
Really?
Yes.
What? I guess Oilfield's picking up.
I
Yeah,
told
oil
you,
field is
Alex.
picking
I've been out here hustling. I've been wearing my Kojaks hat at the bars. I've been telling
Right
people
now,
about the
Basil
place.
is your big winner right now.
Hey.
Basil is up $1,237. Basil's up $1,237. That's about the same amount that Mr. Robert is down. He's looking to dig out of that hole that he dug himself. Poker's so sick, dog.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a sick game. You have to be a sick person, but hey, nothing cures a sickness like winning, right?
Yes.
That dealer right there, that's what it is.
What it is.
What it
That's
do?
is.
What it be?
Every time he says that, I say what it was.
Ooh.
Well, it ain't.
And what it never will be.
And what it always will be.
Ooh, optimistic, pessimistic. Oh, look at this.
Chris,
Mississippi straddle. Chris just makes the call with pocket nine.
I think he's. I think he's setting up. I think he's setting up an entry.
He's got $156.
He has 156. I think he's setting up. He's setting up.
Braxton might raise it right here. Queen
Yeah.
6 suited.
He's hoping somebody raises. There's a couple calls. And
Braxton grabs a handful of red chips and chunks them.
Hey, as Big Mike says, I can't help himself.
Hold up, Dante. Gotta wait. All right, Queen 10 suited coming in. Jack 6 going in the muck. Ace 4 is gonna call. He. So far we've seen him call every ace.
So I'm trying to go to the bathroom.
Mr. John.
He's an ace kind of man. Right?
He's an ace player, but he's got raising. Oh wait, Tim raised to 26 with Queen 10 suited.
Yeah, he's just
Like
it's just myself.
a friend from out west said, no ace, no play.
Brian's already got his cards in his hand.
No
Lets
ace.
everybody know he's gonna fold. Now here's where I'd like to see the shove. Here's where I'd like to see the
Oh,
shove.
it's coming. It's coming now. It's coming.
Oh, that's why Brian folded 7 deuce.
Aw, he just called him.
We should get them playing the 7 deuce. All right, so we've got 4-way action once again.
I'm
1-3
actually-
game
I'm
at
actually
Kojak's,
personally
over
a fan.
$100 in the pot pre-flop. Flop's gonna come out. Spades. That's the likings of Tim. 6, 8, king.
Just bet it one time, Tim, and he gets through.
I don't know. The 9s may make one call.
Think so?
I think the 9s make one call.
I think if he thinks he's good, I think he should just rip it there.
So here's Chris. Look at him.
Rip it in, Chris. What the?
I'm not sure what time card he's looking for. Maybe
Braxton's the one that bet it though.
an offsuit 7.
I think it's still there.
And Braxton gets his club draw there.
With a little.
So we've got a club draw with a 6. We've got a spade draw with a 10. And we've got the
Leads.
9s.
I love the aggression here, actually. Take control.
$278 in the pot now.
Yeah, but he only has like $26 behind.
Chris
I mean,
bet with 75.
That's fine. Exactly.
And it goes call.
So when it breaks river, he makes sure
He's looking for a
gets the
7 or a
rest.
9.
He's gonna win.
Oh my! You gotta be joking me, dude.
Hold on.
That's so sick.
Chris is all in for his remaining money. He's
That's
got a
so
little more
sick.
than $26. The count's a little bit off. Hold on, Dante. Gotta wait till it's over.
That's so sick, dog.
When I designate a player,
He's got 70. He's all in for 85.
It's a formality. All right?
And he wins it. All right, you're good to go.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom too.
Action continues around, and once again, we did just have an earthquake in Midland, Texas, of all places. 3.5 magnitude, 3 miles northwest of Midland was the epicenter. So the card room did shake up a little bit. None of the players noticed it because there was a big fold right there, big card. So King Jack versus 6-5 King 5. We're gonna have three-way action going to the flop. Flop comes out ace 2-3. Chris is looking for a 4. So is Brett, but he doesn't know that he's looking for a 4. First action on Brett.
Okay.
So we hear Braxton yelling at
Okay,
Alex.
your main host is back again once again. All right, Chris has a 6-5.
He's looking for a
got
4. Brett's
straight
looking for a
flush,
4, but Chris is stumped to, or Brett's stumped to Chris's 6 high straight if a 4 comes. 9 of hearts on the turn, no help to anybody. King Jack is still in the lead. And he bets $12. I can see Basil making this call thinking King's good right here.
Are you serious?
Yes. Oh, Brett's shaking his head because he thinks his 5 high straight would have been good. However, look at him. Look at him. He's upset that he folded the
Of course.
5. He doesn't know.
What a beard, though.
What a
That-
beard.
If anybody else can grow a beard that's better than that, comment yes. Comment yes.
35's the bet, and Basil does fold.
Good lord.
Good lord. Poker's so sick.
River of Life. I love that shirt. And now he's like the neutral screenshot. River of Life. Because we're all in the River of Life. We're all in this together, right?
Yeah.
And just like,
You ain't lying.
Alex, what's your Instagram? So we can shout it out.
Oh my God.
Don't say my Instagram.
All right, hand turning around. We've got a Mississippi straddle out, and look at Brian running to his seat.
Of course.
That's like Dante when he goes to the fridge to get a water. He takes off running back to his seat.
That's right, baby.
Don't fold me.
Or shot it down, Julio. Hey, if you come play with me, you're a new player. Free
Joe
shots
looks down
all night.
in a small blind on a Mississippi straddle hand. 6 to call. He raises it up to 16. Braxton's
You
gonna
got-
call.
Joe's got a little ace Quisha.
Ace Quisha.
Ace Quisha.
Hey,
we know how
Ace,
ace Quisha.
Ace Quisha is over there in John's hand too.
Bang, bang. 2 ace Quishas.
And look at this. Pocket 6s, wired 5s, ace queen, ace
Oh
queen.
my goodness. Everybody they were getting that those garbage for a minute, but now
We need an ace 6-5
We've got
flop.
a raise from
No.
Mr.
That
John.
was sick.
Action's now 50. Brian makes the call. He's going to set mine with some 5s though here. 10-6 is going to go away. 5-3, the winner is out of his hand. Joe does fold his ace queen. Very, very, very.
you
good
never
fold.
fold ace Quisha pre-flop.
No, it always.
Tim does make the call with ace 3 though. So we've got $222
Show 'em how to play it, John.
in the pot. $222
Show 'em how to
in the
play
pot.
it.
Reminder, we're on a 1-3 table. Pre-flop. Flop comes out 10,
Exactly.
There you
king,
go.
4.
See?
There you go.
We got a nut shot.
A nice C bet here.
John has a nut shot here.
$110 maybe.
Nah, keep it small.
He bets
We don't even need that.
$50. $50 is the action.
he got the
Braxton's
extra
going to make the call.
I don't know what Braxton's trying to do with 6s there,
6 of
but
hearts.
it's an interesting play.
Queen of hearts.
And
Ace Quisha.
Ace Quisha will never let you down. She is a rider.
Braxton's going to
old
be done with the
reliable.
hand. 45, he down bet it.
Come on, bro.
He's asking how much he has. Thinking maybe he could push it to represent the flush. Is that what he's doing?
The power string is.
He does make the call. Braxton's looking for a heart on the river so he can represent the ace. What do you think?
It's not gonna work.
It's not going to work this time, but what do you think?
Maybe. He's trying to put him on a poster. He's trying to put him on a poster, and if the heart comes, he's gonna get posterized.
River card comes out.
Oh my God!
That's the
There's
worst
no justice
card.
in this world.
Oh.
There's no justice in this world.
Braxton's funny.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Jacks.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, what a play. And I think that's going to invoke an $80
No,
bet.
John. Don't. No.
Damn it, John. Check back one time.
Bet's 50. Braxton's got $386. And there goes the all in. And John's head went from looking at his 50 and a
Oh,
call.
he called. Oh, my goodness. Good Lord, these dealers.
Can somebody check this deck?
Oh my gosh.
What's going on?
It's got that Poker Bros algorithm in it. In those dealers' hands.
That was so sick.
Good Lord, these dealers.
Oh.
What happened there?
Your hat didn't come through.
I thought I was in reality.
So Braxton's
Nah,
now
woke
up to
up.
$983. Braxton's up $483.
That was sick. When you know, you know.
I'm speechless.
When you know, you know.
And that takes a lot.
Hitting one-outers.
Hey,
This is how you get back-to-back main events.
yeah, it's true.
Sometimes you gotta have a little bit of that run good.
Sometimes you do.
You just get a little bit.
His face, he looks frustrated with that
John's
6.
hurt.
that'd be-
John's hurt right
You,
now.
I mean, you gotta be.
What the f...
But if he channels the Mr. Bucket's energy, you know, you never throw in the towel.
Never.
Never.
Chip count update: Brett 1700, Basil 16, Tim
Make the
13,
corner,
Braxton,
drag it
Brian
out.
1.2, Braxton's right around 1,000, Chris, Joe, and Robert. Robert's now down to $82. How patient though is that? Sitting with 82, waiting to get it in.
Who is that, Robert?
Yeah, Robert.
Hey, he's a very
It's
patient man.
actually it's respectable.
He
in a
is
sense.
he is one of the he is a very winning player.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, he built a house with his winnings from here.
Oh, nice. Wow. If only. Robert, actually, can we trade some coaching? I'll aspire to be you. Please, can you give me some poker tips?
This is one of the few times that you see. You know how Mohawk won all the time here.
Who's that?
Mohawk. Shut up. Jason Griffin. Jason Griffin. I thought you were being
They
serious.
don't know. They don't know that I know who he is. Come on.
Oh yeah, Mr. Buckets. Nobody knows who you are.
My goodness.
You just exposed him.
I'm
Now
trying
he has
to-
to go back into hiding.
Ah.
It's part
I'm
of
trying
the
to build no.
witness protection program.
The streets just don't know that I know who Mohawk is.
Oh, Mohawk? Is that the guy with the Mohawk?
Brian's got the basil.
Ever see us in the same place? At one time?
Wait,
That wasn't Jags.
are you the same person? Bro, you got me hooked on that. Place.
Brian hadn't even
I
seen
was
his
there
cards
every
yet.
day.
Chris calls with ace 9 suited. Brett's gonna lay down the Clyde this time. He played the Clyde last time. He laid it down this
It
time.
wasn't suited though.
Touche.
I thought
It wasn't suited. It was,
Braxton
it was
makes the
double
call.
suited.
Braxton makes the call with 9-3. We've got 6 players, 18 in the pot pre-flop.
At this point, Braxton is
Flop
it's just
comes
a
out
heat
king,
check.
queen,
He's trying
jack
to
of
see how hard
hearts.
he's running.
John flops 2 pair. Basil flops. Brian flops open ended.
There's only one heart in the hand, and it's the absolute
Worst.
smallest possible one. Whoever shows
That's not
any
true. That's
reasonable
not true.
amount-
Braxton's at the table. He has a smaller one.
That's not true. Braxton has a.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Braxton
kidding.
has the most heart in the hand.
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say.
I couldn't find anybody else to pick on.
Yeah,
Right
we
there.
we definitely know he's not lacking in heart. That's for sure.
All right. So a $10 bet.
Blue. He dropped top and bottom. All right.
Ace 9 call?
Ace 9 made the call. Oh, and Basil's got the nuts.
Everybody's trying to show out for this game. Everyone texted their mom before this game, I guess.
So it goes check,
Mom
check, check.
watch.
Does Basil know he has the best hand right now?
There's no chance.
Yeah, he just let out.
No.
He
bet
just
10
let
bucks.
out.
Good Lord, that thin value.
Oh, John!
What a raise!
Let's go!
Sick
Come on.
raise,
Can
bro.
Basil make the call?
No way.
No
it's
way.
impossible. You call with a deuce thing. you're a
He's up.
sicko.
He's up 13.
Oh, he
Basil
did
call.
go. He did go.
That's a call.
He's a sicko. Go Basil. Go Basil.
That is the call of the night from Basil right there.
What a sicko.
Holy crap, Batman. So do you think his chip stack led to that call?
Dude, Dante thinks Basil bet there small
He
to
bet there.
induce a
I
bluff.
think he bet there intentionally to get res and was gonna snap.
You know
anyway.
Basil plays a lot of poker. He could have that in him.
Basil is much. I'm telling
Wow,
you,
that
you
was
guys
sick.
think
If
he just
Basil would-
waits for aces.
If Basil would
He's
loosen
real
up
good.
his play pre-flop, he would win a lot more in the cash games here. But like I said, the last stream was the only time I've ever seen him felt in a cash game.
Dude, that was.
That's the only time I've ever seen him felt in a cash game. And he felt it with a royal flush draw.
Yeah, exactly. There's no shame in that.
No. Basil had ace jack of spades. The flop comes king 10 of spades, king of diamonds. Nancy's got king 4 in her hand. Dylan's got pocket queens. And Nancy goes all in, Basil calls, then Dylan goes all in on top.
Dude, that was a sick call.
He could have done that for the buff purpose.
Maybe. My mind's still pondering.
That may change your play against him, right?
Nah, I'll still put him the same.
10-5-10. Nobody got a piece of
I
that.
caught him before a pair and walked away to the camera.
So the discussion in the booth is, did Basil make that $10 bet to induce a bluff? Basil bets 10 right here. Oh, Basil's got king jack, no wonder. Brian does make the call.
Oh, that's so sick.
Chris raises to 25.
What?
Chris
Basil did it again with that.
He's feeling
that
a little frisky.
bet.
Brian, and it's going to get call. Of course, they both have a king.
Both will call? Oh, this will probably get shut down on the river. Everyone's going to check through.
Basil's gonna.
I would love to
Basil's
see.
going to win and let
I would love to see Chris fire the river right here.
Basil.
$100.
Basil likes that
Basil
bet
bet
small
6.
to induce, so
Brian's going to make the call. I would love to see Chris
Rip
right here
it.
shove 106.
do something.
Look at him. Look at him.
He's
Look at
gonna
him.
do it. He's gonna do it.
I got the hiccups again.
Ooh, Basil's like, did you not learn from that last hand?
6 to 50.
How many times do I have to teach y'all this lesson? Come on, Basil, you could do it again. That's so sick, dog. That's what he's thinking. Good lord.
That puts him in a hard spot because Brian's called behind him.
So he's gonna make the call anyway. See, Basil's a goat.
Basil
He's
does make the call.
Why do they keep testing
They keep
Superman?
testing him, man.
He has the S on. He's got the S on his chest right there.
Nobody's got the kryptonite for Basil
I'm about to
tonight.
put that in my arsenal. The
Stop.
bet
Fall
small
back.
to
Fall
induce.
back. Go at somebody else.
Basil's up $1,403 on a 1-3 table.
How much is he
Putting
up?
on a clinic right
1,400?
He's at 1826.
Oh my god, what a beast.
Excuse me.
He's killing it.
Everybody at home, get your notepad and your pens out.
What a sick
And turns away from the table, because as the apex predator move, none of you are threats to me. My back is turned.
Good lord, that Basil's a sick player.
Mm-hmm.
You can't scan in at the table when you can scan in at the front.
Thanks for the opportunity.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's
good.
what it is. I seen him in the morning.
Ricky P.
Yeah, I seen
Shout
him.
out to Ricky P from Kojaks. Joe raises to 16 with wired 8. Braxton makes the call with 62. Brian makes the call with ace. Actions on Chris with 69. And he makes the call.
We gotta be professional.
4 players going to the flop. Queen, 5, 9. Chris hits his 9s. Joe's in second place with 8s. Nobody's got a queen.
Come on, Braxton. You show some aggression on this, they're gone.
And Chris is leading out. He bets $10. Joe folds his 8s. Braxton makes the call with 6-2. He's got the diamond draw. Braxton has 6 outs left in the deck.
Let's put a 3.
A 7.
Ooh, even
Looking
better.
for an 8.
Yeah.
That is a little
Chris bets
excitement.
$8.
I think
It's like he knows Braxton needs an 8. He bet $8.
I think Braxton should raise here to like 75.
Braxton raises to 60.
Close
I
enough.
like that better. I think it accomplishes the same thing, but saves 15 when you're wrong.
I think Chris is going to make the call.
Hey, 75 sounds scary. Oh, but they both had the same straight draw.
Yep. And that's why you're going to get the call from Chris.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heads up action, $208 in the pot. River card is a 6.
Ooh.
That's trouble.
Nah, Chris is gonna hero call here. Yeah, Braxton. This is a good spot for Braxton.
Braxton's
to
gonna
shed-
check. Braxton's gonna check.
Yeah. Well, it's a good spot for Braxton to bet, but Chris is just
No
gonna
way.
snap. call.
Braxton's gonna bluff this 100%.
Yeah, but this is a
Because
good spot for
when
Chris.
Chris leads a turn, he's repping a hand that wants to protect against
120 is the bet.
these types of cards. But Chris
Chris
Braxton's
had a
gonna
fun.
bet and Chris is gonna call.
Yeah, this is just the wrong player to do it against.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's just
see.
a lot.
Braxton says I have a 6, and Chris says I have 2 pair.
Especially, it doesn't help that there's diamonds.
There's just too many draws. You can't bet that.
Yeah.
Just put in. You just throw in the chips. Don't look. Hope the dealer says. Come on, pick.
Chris is now up to
Zero pay.
$703. That puts him only down 92. He's climbed out of the hole that he dug earlier. I'm sorry about the hiccups. I've had
Charlie,
them
just
3
do a
times.
handstand like I told you, man.
Does that get rid of it?
Handstand and drink 2 gallons of water without breathing.
What the?
Always works.
Yeah, because you die.
Oh, come on, man. I've actually been clinically dead before, but it's not close. We'll be all right.
Robert's gonna look down. Mississippi straddle.
That's my top.
Raise it, Robert.
That's
raise
my
it.
top 16 favorite poker hands, guys.
Oh, there's a straddle on the button.
7-6 of spades. Top 16.
Everybody's gonna call this.
I don't mind a call by Robert
Chris is
there.
gonna make the call. Brett's gonna make the call.
Robert still.
Brett
has
raises
not
to 30.
topped off. Can we please?
Joe
increase
with the
salary
pocket 8s
of-
again.
Come on, Joe. Rip it in. Ooh, I like that raise by Joe. See, Joe's got some moves. I like that raise by him a lot.
75 is the action
Just
now.
because he put the chips out and look cool.
He did it cool, yeah. He convinced me.
I know. Actually, I would've
Basil's
done
got pocket 5s. Basil folds.
Hey, I would've
Basil
played.
folds pocket 5s.
Good lord, that
Yeah.
Basil's so sick.
Chris is probably gonna call. He does not like to fold.
Chris, yeah, Chris got some heart in him. I give him that. And plus, he's feeling good.
Nope, he doesn't. Brett calls. Flop comes out 6-9 queen. That gives belly buster for not a belly buster, a gut shot for check. Joe bets $183 and Joe rolls
Zilla.
See,
in the
Joe,
final.
Joe got some moves. However,
And he's clearly planning to win some pots. Look at all those tip chips. I like the confidence.
Robert's last hand right here. He announces straddle.
Love it. He's feeling the energy right now.
All right, so we have a Mississippi straddle at $6. John calls in the dark.
I thought we were in Texas.
What do you call it? The Midland straddle here.
Oh, okay. I'm still new, guys.
Texas Hold'em, Midland straddle. Why not? We just had an earthquake. Let's shake things up.
he's
Bang.
quick. This man's quick.
Ooh.
All right, Brian makes a call. Actions on Chris with King 6. It's going in the muck.
See, when you have a ball, when you have a
Brett's
ball,
gonna raise
when
it
you
up
have a
with
ball head,
$35. Joe
the energy is
re-raises to 105. 3 out of the last 4 hands, Joe's
What's
had
that?
pocket
What
8s,
hand?
pocket 8s, pocket 10s.
Alex, what hand does Brett have right there?
Brett's got the ace
Bra-
queen.
Shot ace
Braxton,
Quisha?
Braxton
Ace
makes the
Quisha.
call of $105. Once again, players, we are on a 1-3 table. Robert is all in with 6-3.
That does not matter.
No.
No, he's
When you
not
play
on.
Ace Quisha correctly, you always win.
9 of clubs and 5 of spades was exposed. That's one of Braxton's outs. Brian makes the call of 105 with Jack 7 suited. That's going to
please,
entice
man.
Brett to have to make the call.
He please,
Yeah,
no,
you got.
he needs to.
He's got to go all in with ace queen here.
Everyone's hair looks so light. There's so much dead money.
Oh,
He just makes the call.
Oh,
Brett.
ace queen's too strong. Just the flat call.
Brett,
4
when you-
players going
when you
to the
ask
pot.
me questions after sessions now,
$432 in the pot.
your privileges are canceled.
4 players.
months.
Flop's going to come out. 9 hearts, 8 hearts, deuce hearts.
Brian.
Brian flops the Yahoo.
Just snap, rip.
Brian is all in 1100.
Brian, give him a chance, bro. Give
Let him
him
hang
a
himself.
chance.
Any chance Joe makes the call? $252. There's $1,500 in the pot. $1,100 in the
no.
pot.
He's calling.
he's-
He's calling because Brian's hand looks like Ace of Hearts 0. That's what I would think.
He's only got
Hey,
$252.
I don't think I've
He's-
ever
he's only
seen
calling-
Brian
he only
get
has
froggy
250.
though. Have you ever seen him get froggy?
It doesn't matter.
I don't
Just
think
call
I've
it.
ever
Let's
seen
side bet. $100.
No, this
Brian's
bet,
calling.
This bet $10. Joe folds. I bet you $10.
$10. Brian's calling.
Joe's gonna call. I mean, fold.
Make it 100. It's more
No,
fun.
he's calling. He's calling.
Joe's
100. Let's do it.
folding.
100.
Joe's folding.
Let's do
Joe's
it.
folding.
Joe's all in.
Let's do it.
I said 10.
So we have pocket tens versus the flush
Oh man.
flopped.
I bet you $1,000. It's too late, man.
4 on the turn draws Joe dead.
Joe,
and,
what the
and Brian pulls in a
I don't
monster.
blame him. I don't blame him for folding that spot. There's a lot of dead money in there.
You
I-
think
I would put-
Duplantis is gonna do
I
that?
put Brian on like ace Quisha with ace of hearts.
And Quisha of spades?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know is Joe's call cost me $10, and that's Chipotle money.
When? In 2008?
Well,
You seen the prices after the inflation?
It's like $13.
I can barely get some guac and a drink for $10.
Don't get the guac. That's
Are
what
you
messing it up.
kidding
Don't
me?
get the guac.
That's the best. That's the only
V
reason
pip.
I go there.
Look who's leading the V pip.
Right. You see, you play the most hands, you win the most money. Exactly. It's linear. It's a linear equation, guys.
Remember that, guys.
Exactly.
If you're playing cards, always play every
Now,
hand.
just think about if Brian would have made that one call.
Brian folded.
He'd have literally half the chips on the table.
And he
Play
folded-
more hands,
He
win
folded
more
two gut
chips.
shots that hit on the turn.
Exactly.
He folded 2 gut shots.
Play more hands, win more chips.
And always chase your draws.
Hashtag, that's the Kojak's model. That's the next Kojak's t-shirt. Always chase your draws.
I'm serious. Alex, how do I lie?
Mr. Buckets has never lied.
Exactly.
Mr. Buckets chased a draw last night that paid off big for him.
Mm-hmm.
Me and him played a 7K pot, and all he had was a flush draw.
King high, baby.
King high flush
I
draw.
knew it was getting there.
And I had top 2, and he got there immediately on the
Run
turn.
it once, please. Make it quick.
And I had a rebuy, and I
Give
was
me
sad.
That was a long time ago, about 3 weeks.
Yeah,
He's still hurt.
I'm still hurt. That's why I can't get the
Mr.
guac from
John
my
is
Chipotle.
taking off. So it looks like Chris is raising her up.
Joe Mama with the
Somebody
9-7
help us,
suit.
Jack 10 double suited. I love it. 9-7 suited. It's in my top 7. It's in my top 7 hands.
It's very fun to play.
5-4 suited.
That's why.
Oh!
Very fun.
Joe's
Here we
looking
go.
for the 6.
We're gonna
Joe's
see
looking
some-
for the
This
6.
is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun one.
It's gonna be big. Look at that. Top pair, queen
Top
high flush.
pair, queen high flush draw.
Bottom 2 pair,
two,
a gutter,
gutter
with the
plus
flush draw.
Let's
This is gonna
go.
get sick. This is gonna get
But
sick.
hold
here.
on, don't discount it. Because Jack 10 always has a chance. So let's just flop them all.
Jack 10's out.
Yeah, Tim ain't
Oh.
that crazy.
Chris bet leads out with 20.
Somebody
Joe raises
Joe
to
raise.
40.
Raises
please.
Joe. Raises Joe.
Oh no, Brian's check.
Brian's probably going to
Brian's
re-raise
check.
this.
But he like min raised.
Yeah, he min raised to 40. No, he just called Joe's bet. Just
Brian,
called
you
Joe.
just
Brian,
flat.
what are you doing?
Oh, we got the wrong
It's gonna
players
be an
for this
offsuit
hand.
king here and shut down the whole thing.
Oh! Here you go.
Goodbye.
Would you like to see a check? He leads out with 125.
I love it.
But that puts Joe thinking that his
I
clubs
love
are
it.
good.
You put pocket queens, kings, aces with one club in a difficult spot. You say, come on, man.
That's true. You don't let them check back.
Yeah. Well, he can't pocket queens, but
Chris is gonna call this. He's like,
Jacks with the jack. That's a dream spot, right? Jacks with the jack of clubs. Well, I mean, not dream.
all right, Chris has to call here. I think. Oh, that was a disciplined fold by him. You've seen him make.
Joe
Lisa
raises all in.
call. Here you go.
Brian snaps it.
Send him to the showers, Brian.
How many times you want to run? It don't even matter.
Whoosh.
Oh, why can't you have the 6 of
Straight
clubs,
flush.
Joe?
Or somebody holding the nut flush.
Yeah, that'd be sick, huh?
Play the most hands, win the most money. It's simple.
It's just basic mathematics.
Yeah.
You can't miss them all.
Think
Bet.
about Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. Kobe. Kobe took a zillion shots a game. That's why he's like 7th all time in points.
That man.
Poker works
All right, we're on our next. We got just a couple more hands left. 9 minutes left in the stream.
Let's go to Planners.
Like money. And,
Michael
and
Jordan
hoops.
only cares about money.
Yeah.
So we have the ultimate all-time who's better, Jordan or Kobe?
Are you talking about?
I
the
think
game
Co-
of
I think
basketball?
Kobe's a better person.
Of course, but the game of basketball, of course, it's Michael Jordan, and there's only one
Why?
potential.
Why is he the
It's
best?
just if you look at the shot profile, it's very similar. Kobe was the best silhouette of Michael, but
I saw a video once.
Michael was just more. He was just more efficient. That was the thing.
I saw a video of Kobe going up to Jordan during a game and asking for advice once. I saw it on ESPN something, and I thought that was pretty cool. Basil bets $4 here,
Good lord, that baby must have been.
and Brian folds to the $4.
Basil's reads are
They're on point.
unreal.
It's like betting small to
Can we
induce.
check?
Just
What's
to
in
call.
those? Hold on. Those braids are new. Can we check? Can we
Look at this chip count.
Can we
Brian's over
check?
2,000. Basil's right at 2,000. Remember, it's a 500 capped buy-in tonight. Joe bought back in 500.
Go ahead, Joe.
Good luck, Joe.
It's still early. That's why I always say.
Basil's got his chips
Anytime-
racked up. Does that mean they're locked up?
Anytime it's
They're
before
locked up.
2:30, what do I always say?
It's still early.
It's still early, baby. It's still
Hey,
early.
we play up to like 7, 8 a.m. around here. We don't mess around.
Every time I don't even stress. If it's
And
not,
we
if
hate
it's
y'all
not-
next day when we're coming in and y'all are just leaving.
What you mean?
That one
Hey.
day.
But who's first? Who's first?
Oh, y'all are always first here. I was just joking.
We're
about
always
you.
the first here and last to
No,
leave.
no.
That's why y'all are the most profitable.
Hey, we
Whoa.
we
I
signed a
didn't say I
contract.
didn't say anything about that.
Hashtag IRS. Please check them out.
Stop.
Hey,
That's
come
not
on,
true.
man. You want
I
me to
just
stay
have an
here?
addiction. I have a trust fund.
I'm gonna get sent
I
to
have a
prison
trust
for like
fund
2
and a
years.
gambling addiction. That's not true.
I wish I had a trust fund.
You don't got one? My father gave me one when I was a child. How else do you think I can afford to lose thousands of dollars a week?
I know my father. What a flex by Alex. Oh, all right. Now can we go back to the poker? All
This
right,
has
now
got
that-
dark. This has got dark.
That's all good. Okay, we got Chris with top pair, Joe with backdoor diamonds. The other two with not much else.
Let's see what the
All right, this is the very last hand right here. We've got $24 in the pot.
Let's see like a jack. Oh. Oh, that didn't
All right,
That's
and
all,
with the
folks.
completion of this hand, Joe picks up a pot. Pair of fives is it. So from all of us here on Labor Day at Kojak's, thank you, Dante. Thank you, Alex.
Thanks for having us. It was a pleasure.
It's Labor Day. You're supposed to put in that work.
It is time to play some poker. Round of each game is opening up, so the guys are running out to get their seat on that.
Amazing.
They saw how Basil played tonight. They saw the bluffs he made, the value bets that he made, that inducing bluffs that he made. Lots of action at Kojak's. We'll